Where do we stand? Okay. Now, we also examine the deepening dispute within the Christian Formation of Ghana following a confrontation linked to the secession of late Apostle Kojo Safo, and ask what the conflict means for the future of the institution he built, and probably expand to cover what becomes of the legacy of founding fathers when they move on, and all of that. Why does that happen? Why is it that when the founding father leaves, then it becomes a stage for children, to fight? Well, we'll delve into that here on the show. Now, ahead of a planned UTAC strike on June 30, we'll look at the concerns over conditions of service and the possible impact on Ghana's tertiary education system. Joining us this morning are Dr. Bernard Tutubuahene, lecturer in political marketing at the University of Education, Winneba. Kojo Poku is executive director of INSTEP and member of the MPP communications team. Hobson Adoya is director of field operations, United Party, and Mohammed Bataglia is MP for Sisala East and board member of Tema Oil Refinery. Please stay with us for all these details and more. You know what? Today is the day, and as we say in my hunter language, Yainwuro Pamane Peki English Mike Bore is the Botalabe. Now make his Bilane in there. See my bon care, ye qualify ko Abramo Yura Bababe. It support Black Stars. For Wangsbe, for Umpaibo, for Boy. So to it, I say that today we show the English that we know how to play than them. And let's pray together. Let's support the Black Stars with our strength, with our faith, and believe that today we go to the field and win for the Black Star. On that note, I say thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the AM News with Denisia Poma AJ. My name is Samuel Kojo Brace, and I do this always with Emefa Akosua Adeti. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome aboard to the AM News. My name is Denisia Pomaije. In our very first story, Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak has suspended the operating license of Kantanka Security Services with immediate effect following Sunday's shooting at the installation ceremony of Nana Kojo Safo Akofena. Now, the minister says the company violated regulations on the use of unprescribed uniforms and the illegal possession and use of firearms. The shooting left former Dom Kwabena MP Sarah Joasafo hospitalized, while 6 private security officers alleged to have been involved have been arrested. Collins Frimpong has more.
At the entrance of Apostle Kojo Safo's residence, the frontage shows clear signs of force. The reinforced concrete pillars connecting the gateway showed visible chipping and cracks, with sections of plaster stripped away to expose rough, fractured surfaces beneath. The metallic gate, which previously stood firm on its hinges, appears slightly twisted out of alignment, while the entrance area is marked by scattered debris. Some eyewitnesses who spoke to Joy News on condition of anonymity, attributed the damage to Sarah Adjo-Asafo.
I was just directing cars there, and I saw a Prado, a black Prado. So I thought it was my boss' car because my boss is also having the same car. So I was trying to direct some cars. There were some buses. The passengers were coming out, and I saw a gun coming out from the car. And the woman who was driving the car was Honorable Adjo-Asafo, who tried to hit the gates. And I also saw her security guy, who I know here. But I saw her going peacefully without hurt. That's what I saw.
So you saw Honorable Adjo-Asafo coming out and her security also started shooting. Is that the case?
Her security was not shooting. I just saw the security around. He was making call. I don't know who he was trying to call, but I saw Honorable Adjo-Asafo in the car. Yeah.
The gunshot was from the car?
Yeah, I saw it from the car.
So how come we've seen bullet holes in the car?
I don't really know how that happened, but I saw the gun coming out of the car. There were a lot of people outside seeing it, yeah.
But it is unclear the circumstances leading to the disruption at the house, but unconfirmed reports are linking it to a deep succession dispute in the Crystal Asafo Mission of Ghana. The church has issued a statement on the incident, rejecting reports that Sarah Adjo-Asafo sustained gunshot injuries ordered by her brother. Lawyer of the church, Nana Kofi Kantanka, insists on an impartial investigation.
So the matter is currently under investigation. So the security apparatus, the social security is also involved. So it's investigation. But as to the leadership of the church, we also conduct our investigation, our private investigation to it, and then anybody who has perpetrated anything will be brought to book.
Police confirmed injury of Adjo-Asafo, indicating an investigation into the matter. Meanwhile, heavy security presence remains at the premises as the police begins investigation into the incident. Reporting for J News, Collins Frimpong.
Now, illegal dumping sites and waste buildup in flood-prone areas are emerging as major threats to both public health and flood management in Accra, according to NADMO officials. Authorities say accumulated waste is blocking natural water pathways while creating breeding grounds for flies, disease-causing organisms, and other health risks, forcing a targeted sanitation and disinfection exercise in affected communities. My colleague Nam Moko has been with the team and gives us this update.
NADMO and its partners say some of these sites are obstructing natural water pathways while attracting flies and other disease-carrying pests, prompting a targeted disinfection and pest control exercise in affected communities. This intervention, authorities describes, forms part of efforts to reduce flood-related health risk, including cholera, after the recent sanitation challenges recorded in flood-prone areas. Dr. Gideon Sobe, head of emergency management team at Zoomlion, says the exercise is focused on reducing the risk created by these waste sites.
Because we have to mobilize the team to quickly get to all these flooded areas and attend to the sanitary sites, especially the refuse dump sites. We are reducing the population of houseflies that could travel to. You see, if you can look afar, you see households over there. At least we are reducing the population of houseflies here. We are reducing any microorganic components here, especially with the cholera germs. That is our main focus. You know, we don't want to start hearing cholera outbreak. No, this is what we are trying to do. And from here, we'll have our atomizer coming to do a general blow in the area to screen off the place.
He warns that beyond cleanup exercises, proper waste disposal remains critical to preventing future flooding and protecting public health.
I just want to chip in this that, look, the environment is ours to take care of. Humanly, we create waste every day, but where to dump the waste now is what we have to look at. This calls for a transfer station because this is not a legal place to dump refuse. If waste now have to be carted in a congested traffic area like this, it calls for a transfer station where you have to commute refuse in large volume to a centralized treatment area. So that is what now the government have to look at, so that at least we can safeguard the health of the people around here. and then we stop dumping refuse here because these are Ramsar sites.
Authorities say tackling flooding in Accra requires long-term solutions, including proper waste management and protecting waterways. Now, more cost report read to you.
Environmentalists talk about health. Limited opportunities for practical training continue to challenge healthcare students globally. However, a partnership between Cornell University and the University of Ghana is helping bridge that gap, with Lekma Hospital playing a key role in providing hands-on experience for student interns. The interns have also made a donation to support the facility as a token of appreciation. Deborah Enimwabidu reports.
For many healthcare students, access to real-life clinical experience remains a major challenge. Since 2024, Lekma Hospital has been offering practical training to students from Cornell University studying medicine and public health through a partnership facilitated by Ghana Poultry Network. Deputy Chief Midwifery Officer Mercy Akuna says students are attached to the department based on their career interest and gradually introduced to clinical practice.
When they come, we orientate them. We based on their field of study. They also associate themselves to the nurses and the midwives here, and they learn from them when they come what the nurses do here. They also join them, do it. As time goes on, when they realize that they are okay, they can let them do it as they also observe them to do it well.
Meanwhile, 2026 Joy News Impact Makers Award winner for water, sanitation and women empowerment, Dr. Anthony Akunzule, explained that the motivation behind the partnership and donation to the maternity ward of the hospital.
We are in the maternity ward. The maternity ward is mainly of women, and if I'm empowering women, then the maternity ward is the choice.
As a gesture of appreciation, some of the students also shared insights gained from their training and the impact the experience has had on their career path.
We're in public health science major, we learn a lot about different disparities throughout the world. And most importantly, we learn about maternal mortality and infant mortality. So seeing it firsthand and ways that I can make a difference.
There's a necessity for certain items. And that's why we all felt the need to donate.
Head of Administration at Lekma Hospital, Joanita Dapilma, expressed appreciation for the gesture and continued collaboration.
Management and staff for Lekma Hospital would like to appreciate Cornell University and the students that did their internship here for this great gesture. They have presented laptops to us, consumables that we will use on our clients. We say a very big thank you, and we say God bless you.
Stakeholders say the partnership strengthens healthcare training and promotes knowledge exchange. For Joy News, Deborah Enimwabidu's report read to you.
80 pupils, one classroom, no water. For years, these challenges have left children in Bugbele vulnerable to dropping out and engaging in illegal mining. But last Thursday, Ghana Petroleum Mooring Systems moved beyond promises, breaking ground on a project to change that reality. As part of its corporate social responsibility, GPMS is constructing a 9-classroom block and a 10-seater toilet facility, and also a mechanized borehole to improve teaching and learning. Join us Upper West Region correspondent Rafik Salam reports.
In Bugbele, hope has been squeezed into one classroom. 80 pupils, one teacher, no desks, no water. For years, that was the reality at Bugbele Basic School. Babu Ernest, a science teacher at the school, described the daily struggle.
The enrollment level is so high that in a school, in a class, sorry to say that, it is very difficult for a teacher to even manage the class. Class control is always a problem. Even movement sometimes becomes a very big issue. Asking students to keep quiet is a problem. Marking books is an issue. Even at our assembly ground, it's difficult to control. Not just at the GHS alone, but from the primary school up to the GHS, since it is just a one school. Water is also a problem. Students have to move around and then leave school and drink water.
The condition forced many children out of class. Some abandon books for Galamsey pits. Others joined the drift south to Accra and Kumasi. Member of Parliament for Sosala East, Mohamed Issa Batalia, said the crisis was driving pupils away.
The convergence point for the young ones to move from here to Accra or Kumasi or other southern parts of this country to seek for jobs that do not exist. They don't just come with sickness, they come as burden to the already impoverished families they have here. Before, we have a lot of them in school. Most of them are being driven by these shortcuts that do not serve as a good thing for everybody. The young ones and the male are now beginning to see Galamsey and shortcuts to be the principle. So even if you go to the classrooms, you see that a lot of them are moving out of the classroom because one, the classroom is not conducive. Number two, it's not attracting. Number three, they think that they can make it quick to be able to save themselves, but it ends up bringing problem to all of us. Today, GPMS is not bringing the entire solution, but at least I can say 80% to 90% of the solution is being brought here.
But last Thursday, the story changed under the Bobele sun. Leaders and Ghana Petroleum Modern Systems, GPMS, gathered for a groundbreaking ceremony. They came with pickaxes and shovels, not just speeches. Despite the over 800 children in the community-based school, 80 pack in each of the classrooms, yet parents refuse to give up on school. Board chairman of TOR, Nayon Bilijo, quoted the GPMS general manager to explain the reason.
Said these children, these innocent souls, they are the reason why we are doing all this. And it is important we take that into consideration. That we are not doing this for ourselves, we are not doing this for others who are grown like me, but we are doing this for the very innocent ones who, after a week, will not even remember why they came and sat here.
A GPMS CSR official, Gift Ofori, said the community's commitment convinced them to invest.
And we chose Bugubele community because most of the communities we have visited, we do have students, but this community, we were impressed with the number of people who are interested in being in school in spite of the situation in the community. We have about 800 students in one classroom, and we thought that is something that we are willing to invest in the future of the community. So that's why we are here. So we expected that by December we'll be back here to do the handing over of the project.
The project is clear: 9 fully furnished classrooms, 10-unit toilets, and a mechanized hall, all funded by GPMS. 6 months to build. Handover set for December 2026. For Sosala East Mayor Adamu Yakubu, the project brings relief to overcrowded classrooms and poor sanitation.
We are prepared to collaborate and support any other agency that is ready to partner us in developing our communities, especially in the field of education. I want to once again commend GPMS and the Member of Parliament for this gesture. Why? Because if you look at the whole nation, we have similar cases at other places. But we were choosing to be giving such an edifice for our community.
From one crowded room to rooms for hope, GPMS and Bobele's message is simple: own it, protect it, and fill it with the future of Ghana. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, Bobele.
Well, it's time for some business, and the Ahanta Pele Samo Kojo Braze will bring us that right after this breather.
Well, as a business now, and banking consultant Dr. Richmond Atuahene has called on the Bank of Ghana to review the current revised cash reserve ratio at its next monetary policy committee meeting, provided the recent US-Iran agreement does not trigger adverse effect on Ghana's economy. Speaking on Business Live, Dr. Chiane said the revised cash reserve ratio, currently at 15% for most commercial banks, is constraining credit to the private sector at a time when inflation is easing and the city has seen relative stability.
That is why I told you earlier, the governor also is very sensitive about the inability to grow the economy, because you cannot grow economy without expanding the credit at a higher lending rate. We have lending rate of 21%. I think when he sits at his desk, he is worried that the economy is not turning around to bring more people to get employment and jobs. So for me, I believe, should all things be equal, ceteris paribus, should we get the Iran and the Iraq, the American war down, so oil prices to come to the place about 60, 70 where it was, I think at their next sitting, they will take a very proactive decision to look at it again.
Well, MTN Ghana and Mobile Money Fintech Limited have started paying the much talked about quarterly dividend, the first in the industry. More in this report.
Shareholders of these two entities last week had their mobile money accounts credited with some 6 pesos as total dividend declared for each share held for the first quarter of this year. This was after MTN posted a profit before tax of 3.5 billion Ghana cedis, representing more than 28% spike over the previous year's earnings. Now, based on the new restructuring of the group, MTN shareholders will get 3 pesos for each share held, whilst shareholders of Mobile Money Fintech Limited would also get 3 pesos for each share held. For some, this could be described as a novelty, and it could drive more investors to seek MTN and Mobile Money Fintech Limited shares in the coming days.
And that's all in business update this morning. Back to you, Denicia.
Thank you, Ahanta Pele. What's that I see behind your shirt? Come on now.
That's what it is.
Ahanta Pele to the world.
To the world. Ahanta to the world,
Oh, I'm so excited today for the Black Stars. I just hope that we secure a win against England, at least.
No matter what happens, we are qualifying. Don't worry.
All right.
One goal project. We will do them.
Thank you, Brace, for bringing us business. That's it for AM News. Don't forget that the AM show is sponsored by Shield Silicone Paint, for Bazaar Group, Syntex Pipes, and also Time Herbal Mixture. Let me tell you about the World Cup, because the World Cup fever is on and everyone is getting excited. Yeah. CompuGhana says the match shouldn't just be on the pitch. You can bring the stadium experience home. So, this is the time to buy your crystal clear TVs, your sound bars, home theaters, smartphones, laptops, projectors, and more at unbeatable prices. Remember, this isn't just discount sale. It's a chance to win a 100-inch 4K smart TV, some cash, laptops, phones, and many other amazing prizes when you spend 1,000 cedis or more. So rush to any CompuGhana showroom or shop online at CompuGhana.com. You can call us on 030-275-2020 or WhatsApp 024-314-3143. CompuGhana Go Rush Season, the ultimate football experience. Now, still on the World Cup. Football's biggest tournament is on, and there's no better way to back your team on Betano. Guess what? Sign up today on Betano and claim a welcome bonus of up to 2,000 Ghana cedis on your very first deposit to enjoy the World Cup. Simply create your Betano account, you verify your details, and make your first deposit, and make we bet. This is for over 18s and terms and conditions apply. Please game responsibly. This has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. And let me tell you about Nestes Homes. You can own your dream property in one of Teme's fastest growing prime locations today. At Nestes Homes, we offer beautifully designed Studio 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom luxury homes crafted for modern living, comfort, and long-term value. Strategically located at Tema Community 26, just behind the Palace Mall, our gated community gives you a serene and secure environment. easy access to major roads and key business areas, close proximity to schools, hospitals, malls, and essential social amenities. So reserve your unit today with just 10% deposit and enjoy flexible payment plans and mortgage options. So call us now on 053-101-4440 or 053-101-4447 to book a viewing, or just visit us at www.nestes.com.gh. My name is Denise Yapomaide. For more news, please do log on to myjournline.com. Up next is sports. Enjoy the rest of the show. Go Black Stars.
Welcome to Sulas Enterprise, the shop that deals in industrial machinery such as generators, rice millers, water pumps, compressors, and mowers. From the smallest to the largest capacity, at Sulas Enterprise, we give you nothing but the best from the best brands such as Honda and Perkins. When it comes to our generators, we also sell mowers coming from brands like Honda, Briggs and Straton, and Oleoma. And when it comes to our water pumps, we offer you brands like Lily, and Pedrolo water pumps. We also sell rice millers for all capacities. We are located at Spentex, Kakalika Plaza. Also, find our various locations as displayed on screen, or call us on the following numbers: 0243-839-463 or 0554-154-416 or 0240-541-493.
Sulas Enterprise, where quality meets affordability.
Charlie, again, Guamu, bring the Didi shit off fast.
Remember shit that your mama made. For home church, all of it, watch it. Back to school.
But Didi shit on of a hook me.
Enjoy homemade taste of shito, always with Didi Shito. Carefully selected ingredients, no preservatives, no colorants. Didi Shito, if you do. This advert is FDA approved.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
His introduction raised eyebrows.
You are Josh Weissman?
Yes, I am. And he loved the life of crime.
And how did you come by such detailed insight of an armed robbery syndicate?
I am an armed robber.
Hey.
Roverman Productions, in partnership with National Theatre, presents an Uncle Boy's play, Love and Handcuffs.
Remember the ovulation action tonight.
Hey, David Fifi, that you were wicked man. After bringing the police to shoot me, all you are thinking about is sex. I am going away. Going to my mother's house.
Shows on the 26th, 27th, and 28th June, and 3rd, 4th, and 5th July at the National Theatre. Rates 300 CDs for single tickets, 500 CDs for couples, and 225 for the loyalty card. Tickets are available via the Rover Uber Short Code *365*535#. Joy FM, Canal Offices, Airport Shell, Tamale Community 11 Shell, and Summon Shell back on a total. Call 050-554-6010. Sponsors: Koba, Bakana, Pateka, and M Notify. Government Production. Be the difference.
Good morning, time for sports on the AM show. My name is Haruna Mubarak. We start with the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup, where the Black Stars are set to collide with England in a crucial second Group L match with a place at the knockout stages at stake. The Three Lions are ranked 4th in the world and come into the game on the back of a 4-2 victory over Croatia, while Ghana, ranked 65th, dug deep to beat Panama 1-0 in their opener. Black Stars coach Carlos Queiroz has hinted at making changes to the starting 11 for a strong team against England tonight.
I never talk individual about player. I only talk about one specific player in my team, which is the team. My team in the last game was resilient, was play with discipline, with full concentration, with only one thing in the mind, fight for the win. As I always say, we have to find a way to win, And Panama was one game. Now it's a different game. We're gonna introduce a couple of different players on the starting lineup. And my favorite player, which is the team, I hope will be better. It'll be better. We're able to progress. With the player that you mentioned or whatever it is, another player, the only one player that I'm concerned that progress and be better, it is the team. So I am full confident that the starting lineup tomorrow will be strong, enthusiastic, with a lot of motivation to get the result that we need to move forward. We respect them. I was there, I respect them. But we have different cultures, identities in football world. And the beauty of the game, it is exactly when you put these cultures face to face to understand how can we beat each other. And this is exactly what we're going to see tomorrow. One African style team. I cannot change the DNA. It was a mistake if I changed the DNA of African players on the pitch. They should be them so the same. At the end, I hope upstairs God be on our side with our best football.
Now, former Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey is now back in contention to feature for Ghana against England. The 33-year-old missed the game against Panama after being denied entry into Canada because of ongoing criminal proceedings in the UK. Despite concerns over his mental state following the setback, Partey says he is ready to make his mark for Ghana.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm feeling good. We've been training good and everybody is ready. I think we are here to, try our best to compete with the rest of the teams. And I think preparation is key and I'm feeling okay.
So it's about the atmosphere in camp since the victory from Canada. How are the boys feeling and how much are you guys itching to go against England?
Yeah, I think the emotions at camp was really good from our first game and everybody is here to enjoy, we are going to this game. We know we have to compete with the best players and this is why we are here, to compete with the best players and also to learn and also to give our best.
Yeah. And then personally, obviously you missed the first game. Does that make you even more eager to face England now?
Well, I think it's part of football. Things happen outside football that you cannot control. So for me now, I feel okay and I'm ready to play.
And Declan Rice, your former teammate, you're coming up against him. That should be some battle.
Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy. Very good players, and I'm happy to really play against him again.
Now, Partey is quite familiar with English players, having featured in the Premier League for Arsenal for 5 years. Another Ghanaian with vast experience against English opposition is Jordan Ayew. The Black Stars captain has spent about a decade in England with spells at Aston Villa, Crystal Palace and Leicester City. Jordan admits the match will be a difficult one. However, he says the players will leave everything on the pitch and have no regrets.
The mood has been good. Everyone is ready for the next game. And listen, we won with just one game. It's not yet done. So we have 2 more important games and we want to make sure that we we do our best to enjoy ourselves and to get positive results.
And obviously, England is a much tougher task for everyone. You've played in England for a long time. A lot of the players have played in England for a long time. How does that make this match a little bit more special for you guys?
It's going to be a tough game. We all know that it's going to be a tough game, and that's why we're at the World Cup, because we play against the best. And we're ready for the challenge, and we're going to do our best to make ourselves proud and to make our country and our family proud.
And what about the emotions?
They're strong everywhere. They have big players, and it's going to be a tough game. And that's why you have the World Cup, because you have the best players. So that's it.
In terms of managing the emotions in camp, very important. Obviously, this is the first time we've won an opening game at the World Cup since 2010. What's the last few days been like in terms of managing the emotions and expectations among especially a very young crop of players?
Listen, you have to find the right balance, between enjoying yourself and not losing the focus, and that's been really, really good. I think everyone has really enjoyed the victory, and now everyone is focused on England. So, listen, we're going to do our best, make ourselves proud, the country proud, and, we'll see what happens. But everything has been good so far, so we thank God.
Now, 26 players in camp finalized their preparations yesterday ahead of the crucial encounter tonight. With more from the team's base, here is Joy Sports editor, Fentiu Tahiru. Fentiu.
So the Black Stars are having their last training session here at the Bryant University football pitch. This is the last training before the game tomorrow, 4 p.m. local time. We had the opportunity to speak to 3 players, Thomas Partey, Gideon Mensah, and Jordan Ayew, about preparations and how they're feeling ahead of the match. It was really interesting to hear from Thomas, who said that he's eager to go, itching to go. And obviously, he was asked about the question of not being able to be part of the team in Toronto. And he said there are things that just happen outside of football and you have absolutely no control about that. And he's putting it behind him, he's itching to go. He also spoke about his eagerness to come up against Declan Rice, someone that he played alongside for several years at Arsenal Football Club. The feeling from speaking to Thomas is that he is itching to go against England. And another one that's really echoed throughout the conversation with some of the players, Gideon Mensah and Jordan Ayew, is that there is a certain admission that this England game will be the toughest one yet for the Black Stars team. And that awareness is what has fed into the preparations they've had ahead of this particular game. I asked Jordan Ayew in particular, the one thing that he can promise Ghanaians ahead of this game. And he said it doesn't matter, he can't promise 3 points, he can't promise a victory. What he can promise is that they will fight and they will make sure that at the end of the day, whatever the outcome, Ghanaians will be proud of what they put out there. And you can tell that that's a message that's been re-echoed to them from the head coach, Carlos Queiroz, who has said in the past that for him, it's not only just about the results, but also more about ensuring that Ghanaians feel a certain sense of pride in the way the team performs. Gideon Mensah spoke about pride as well. In his case, he finished the game as captain of the Black Stars in a match against Panama, started the move that eventually resulted in the goal. Made his debut in 2019, and 7 years later, here we are. And he spoke about the support and how proud his family felt about that, being able to captain his team at this level. But more importantly, he also spoke about the focus and finding the right balance between celebrating the Panama victory and switching immediately to preparatory mode ahead of the England match. So by and large, the mood in camp is very positive, it's very energetic, and you can feel a sense of focus among the players ahead of this game against England.
Wish the Black Stars all the best tonight. The game kicks off at 8 p.m. and it will be live on the Joy Prime channel. Elsewhere, Lionel Messi became the World Cup's all-time record scorer as his double against Austria sent Argentina into the last 32. Algeria, they also fought back to beat Jordan 2-1. Same could not be said for Senegal, who suffered a 3-2 defeat to Norway. France as well, they are through to the knockout stages after beating Iraq by 3-0. And that's how we wrap up the sports segment on the AM show. My name is Haruna Mubarak.
Done, game on. First real surge. Enzo Fernandez. It's a terrific challenge. The referee's right on the spot. Argentina wants a penalty. It's Lionel Messi. Oh! Medina coming up on the outside. Oh, yes, there it is! There it is! In terms of scoring in World Cup finals, you are looking at the greatest of all time. Number 17 for the great number 10. Assist. Oh, it could well have been. And a great stop by Slager. But is Messi going to crown it all himself? He has done. Well, this truth is stranger than fiction. There were 4 or 5 Austrians in the way, but he found a way because he works miracles. Oh, he went for a skimmer. And that's the last kick of the game from the man of the game, from the footballer on the planet. Just when you think he's done everything, he does more. They are through to the
The little pullback, miscue, and diverted towards goal and in by Nizar Al-Rashdan. Jordan in front for the very first time at a FIFA World Cup.
Well, it's a testament, isn't it, to their battling spirit, that never say die attitude going forward, the energy that they show going up against an Algerian defence that feels like it's creaking. Bentabayani doesn't look fit, Ainori doesn't look fit, and Jordan quite clearly and deservedly have capitalised on it. The question might come once again. Al-Rashdan's attempt at goal, is it powerful enough to really beat Zidane from there? It's a missed kick, first and foremost.
Mahrez with the corner, headed towards goal and in! And Algeria get the equaliser, and it's the substitute, Nadir Ben-Bouali, who has made it 1-1 with a powerful header.
Absolutely the reason that he was been brought onto the pitch. Ben-Bouali possesses that physical presence. He's been brought on to occupy Jordan's defence, and when delivery is that good from set pieces, it has to be attacked. Jamal Salami's looking at his side, knowing they had to defend that. That's been a real Achilles heel of theirs over the course of getting to this FIFA World Cup and in the game thus far.
Haj Musa's delivery. Could drop anywhere, and it's turned in from close range. It's a second goal for Algeria, and it's been scored by Amin Gouiri. From 1-0 down, Algeria lead 2-1.
Well, quite simply, Jordan just do not learn. Algeria have been knocking on the door. They've had so many more corners that they put into the Jordan box, and gradually the game has...
Within this group, this feels like the game on edge. In by Rierson! Stopped on the line by Mendy, who just flung a leg at it. Nusa aimed at the centre forward. Haaland had a touch, and Mendy came off his line. Oh, Narcotics with a poor clearance. And Mendy can't keep that one out. And Norway have found a way through. Wondering what might have been, and Haaland has stolen it, he's hit the post. Hausness. Haaland's up! And Mendy smothers on the line. Ødegaard Slipping it through for Haaland! The might, the muscle, the majesty of the main man! In by Diatta Jackson! Flick round the corner by Mane! And swept in for Senegal! Now Haaland! He's scheming beautifully. Oh, what a run this is! Bob! Nicked on and rolled up for Sarr. Senegal bite back in stoppage time. The final whistle. And the Viking adventure will go on. Norway into the north.
Away we go in Philadelphia. France to get a ball into the box. Digne there, and that's Hashim Akam with the clearance away. And then it's volleyed wide. Kojo coming up. Mbappe hits it! Oh, what a strike! He said yesterday, we are writing the pages of history here. Well, he's blazing a trail of his own. The general leading from the front, and France lead in Philadelphia. Helps left for Doski. Won by Zaid Ismail. Oh, and then they'll have a go from distance. Here's Mbappe, all the way through again. He's still got it. It seems just glued to his boots. Oh, what a big mistake this is. It's on a plate for Mbappe, and he scores his second of the night. And here he is. He's looking for a hat-trick. He presents it to Elise. It's off the bar. Dembele, and then it was put wide on the follow-up by Rabiot. Elise, Dembele on the turn, still got it. Elise. Dembele, great finish, great goal. Ousmane Dembele. And France now cruising. And that's Kasim's cross, and it wasn't far away as Al Hamadi was in there. Turkey, Mbappe, he went once, he's gone again. France with a resounding victory in Philadelphia. Mbappe Senior can wave to Mbappe Junior.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Another week is here on the greatest of all time show. My name is Giovanni Clip, and tonight we're bringing you talent. Contestant number one, let's bring Emefa. Let's bring. You did it for you.
Cut. Oh, there is a leakage.
Where's the plumber?
For quality and durability, insist on Syntex pipes.
If you want quality, this be where you belong.
Strong, tough, and reliable. Your perfect match to your trusted Syntex pipe. Syntex pipe, it dey carry water, no wahala.
Syntex vibe. It they make water they flow. Syntex, and you're strong, and you're tough.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agri-business Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News. The Joy Agribusiness Month is sponsored by the Ghana Commodity Exchange. Trade, storage, financing, all in one place. That's GCX, powering Africa's commodity market.
This is still the AM show. Not long ago, lessons at Kantu DA Basic School in the Wa West District were regularly disrupted by rain and unsafe classrooms. Today, pupils are learning in a completed 6-unit classroom block after sustained community advocacy and renewed government action transformed the school. Emmanuel Jivenu reports in episode 4 of Crumbling Start Season 2.
A year ago, this was difficult to imagine. Today, pupils of Kantun DA Basic School in the Wa West District are learning in bright, permanent classrooms that have replaced years of studying under trees and in unsafe structures. For the children, school has become a place they look forward to each morning.
Before you came here, we were using a block very far from that place. The block was very, very wretched. The roofing was all spoiled. We were in the classroom. Most of the time we were under tree. And when it rained, we had it very tough teaching. And when the weather is like this and the wind is blowing, learning becomes very, very difficult.
When Joy News first visited Kantun, the school's biggest challenge was not the willingness to learn. It was the environment. An unfinished classroom block had stood abandoned for years. Rains regularly interrupted lessons. Teachers improvised, and children endured the harsh conditions. Today, the story has changed.
When we visited, and then we had the support from the MP, so he came to innovate our previous classroom, and later we moved there. This building you are seeing now, it wasn't innovated at first. It was left ajar. But now when you came in and the support came, they have innovated it. Therefore, we moved from that place and came here. So we will say that you have done very well.
The completed classroom block did not happen by accident. Following Joy News' first report, School for Life continued working with the school and the community through its citizen-led action for educational accountability and responsiveness project, CLARE. Parents, teachers, the school management committee and the PTA, as well as traditional leaders. Together, they identified challenges, engaged duty bearers, and followed up on commitments. The result is the new 6-unit classroom block with offices and stores.
When it comes to the impact, let me start with enrollment. Children or people now see the need of coming because they enjoy the structure, and when they come, they have so much comfort, and now they are learning with ease. And moreover, so I would say that it has really helped in enrollment in some aspects. If not 50%, let's say 45%, which is a credit, and it is good. So the enrollment is good. With the teaching and learning, at first we were not having board, the blackboard, we were not using it. When you came, you supplied us with Formica board, and then we're using that one temporarily. But when the building was innovated, now my teachers can use the board, and we can teach so well, and students are participating in everything we do.
For PTA Chairman Bani Dombambari, community participation begins before the school bell rings. Every morning, he walks through the community, encouraging children to report to school. Education, he says, changed other people's lives, and he wants it to change the lives of children in Kantun too.
School, yeah. Then we for I school, no. Now, yeah, I'm school, different school. Different women, maybe Salam Cough, now no school. But some son of Quack, I shall. Now, maybe Cough woman, Quack, the student, the enemy to the enemy for many more the school.
If there is any SMC and PTA who are functioning, I would say mine is one of them. They are very, very collaborating with us. They help us in many, many ways. When we have issues and we call on them, they just come in. When we have challenges and we trade to them, they go back to the community, solicit for help, and then they come to our aid. So for my SMC and my PTA, they are doing very, very well. The PLC, we intend to engage most of the stakeholders, like the PTA and the SMC, and those who are involved in developing the school. And with this, if we think that there are any challenges in the school or even in the community at large, we involve them. And then they also assist us, and then we all plan ahead and discuss how we can make situations better.
Eyes, nose.
Inside the classrooms, however, one important challenge remains. The new buildings now need enough furniture to match them. Many young people still write while sitting on the floor.
No desks, no nothing. They will just like that when you are teaching, because they are sitting on the floor. They will be beating one another, chasing one another. You have to stop teaching, control them before you start again. Especially when it is time for them to write. They will be lying on the floor with their uniforms. Even as they are kids, some of them will realize they on where they are set to place it on the floor and lie on it before they can write. And the way they mingle with their desk, when you are to mark their books, you find it very difficult to mark. The pen will not flow. And always, we are always dirty teachers, dirty children.
We've realized that furniture is an issue because we cannot hand over that magnificent building without furniture, because the children need furniture to sit. We've realized that there's inadequate furniture in the school, and as I've told you, we are making plans within the shortest possible time. When the furniture is ready, definitely we will serve Kantu some of the furniture for the children to use.
And so then they'll be learning on the floor?
Oh, they will not be. There are some few furniture available, so we plead that they make use of that one. I'm quite aware of the situation, and when I went there, I told them that Kantu is one of the schools that has been prioritized for a district because of the work we've done there, so that we need to follow it up with furniture to make it complete for improved learning and teaching.
The classrooms may be new, but Kantun's biggest achievements cannot be measured in blocks or roofing sheets alone. It is a community that has become part of the solution. Parents are now following up on attendance, teachers are engaging families. Community leaders are advocating for the school, and duty bearers are responding to the challenges. For years, Kantun waited for change. Today, it is helping to drive it. The next chapter is already clear, ensuring that every child who now has a classroom also has a desk to learn. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy News, Kantu, Wa West District, Upper West Region.
Innovation, research, and engineering are driving solutions for a sustainable future. The University of Energy and Natural Resources, in collaboration with Joy News, presents the International Conference on Energy and Engineering 2026 under the theme Engineering the Future, Energy, Agriculture, and Infrastructure Innovations towards Climate Resilience and Sustainable Development. The conference comes up from 30th September to 2nd October. Ahead of the International Conference on Energy and Engineering, join us this Friday on the AM show as we discuss how engineering, technology, and innovation can help Ghana respond to climate change challenges, from strengthening agriculture and food security to building sustainable systems, with insights from Dr. Naomi Kumi, Senior Lecturer, Department of Atmospheric and Climate Science, Vice Dean of Students, UNE, Dr. Kwabena Atakra, Senior Lecturer, Department of Horticulture and Crop Production, UNE, and Dr. Ebenezer Kojo Siabi, Research Fellow and Lecturer, Earth Observation Research and Innovation Center, Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. On the AM show, live on Joy News.
Well, the Financial Inclusion for Last Mile Act, as FILMA program says, improving access to finance and guaranteed markets is helping transform vulnerable farmers into commercially viable agribusinesses. Speaking on the Super Morning Show, as part of the Joy Agri-business Month, investment manager Seram Ofori-Atta says many young women have traditionally struggled to access credit because they do not meet banks' lending requirements.
You mentioned that you are working in about 4 regions, and this project is a 4-year project. If the timeline you mentioned is anything to go by, so far, how many farmers are benefiting from this project? Can you give us specific examples of some of the people who joined, their needs, the process they've gone through, and where they are now in the journey?
Okay, so the goal for this program, or the objective, is for us to ensure that we have about 100,000 young women in dignified...
Only the women?
Yeah. At least 100,000 young women. Young people within the achieving dignified and fulfilling lives. But our target is to do 70% women. Okay. But if we aim for 70%, we may end up falling short. So we would rather aim for 100% young women. And so, yes, to your question, currently we have supported about 57,000, in excess of 57,000 young women who are now placed in jobs, who are now actually earning income. We've had success or impact stories of young women. Zubeiru mentioned now in poultry farming. These are people who ordinarily didn't even understand, didn't know there was a market for even in poultry, but they have been trained, they have been placed with anchor farms. They are now poultry farmers, and then they are actually earning income almost every 6 weeks. And they are, as one of the partners we have worked with, which is Agri-Innova, is actually off-taking, and so there's consistent income for them. We had a lady in Asante Kwa, who is, she had just finished high school, didn't have anything doing, was clueless, participated in the program, was now able to start saving. Because the entry point for the program is the VSLs, which is the communal savings. So they co-guarantee for each other. So in place of a bank asking for a collateral, which most of these young women do not have, the group provides a social capital. So they are able to co-guarantee for each other. So the banks, the financial institutions are now able to leverage that as the form of collateral. So we have this young lady in Asante Kwa, in the Bono East region, who has been able to, first of all, take a loan from her Susu group. Beyond that, has been able to unlock additional finances from one of our financial partners, Maroon Capital, and then has been able to set up an input store. And so now she identified a need, because what it is was that the input dealers were far off from the community. So most of the farmers would now have to go to
market days and travel to the
and so she identified that need, and now she has an input store within the community that serves her community, which is one of the success stories we are proud of. Then also we do have, I did mention enterprise insurance. We have developed a life insurance product that is tailored for this program with a focus on women. And one of the key things, the key benefits on it is the maternity complications. And the age limit that we are working with, 15 to 35. They are young women, productive. And a lot very in the productive stages of their career. And unfortunately, you sometimes have women, some of these young women going through complications. And we've had instances where there's a lady who unfortunately had an ectopic, and money that she had saved, and she was going to use for the business. She would have used that but an insurance kicked in, and she was paid about 5,000 cedis, and which she did not expect, and that sort of saved her resource, and even part of that money has gone back into her business. There are so many stories that I can recount.
Yeah, example, and in addition to that, we've been able to actually even link many of the producers to key buyers. We've linked people in Asante Kwa to large-scale pepper buyers. The program is also as part of the pathway to creating jobs. We are increasingly training young people on value addition, how they can add value to raw agricultural produce. We're teaching them how to do soil blends. We're teaching them how to do, add value to shea butter. Some of them are now, supported to produce pomade, supported to produce butter, supported to produce Tom Brown and other things. Because the fact of the matter is that when you produce raw agricultural commodities and they are not linked to a buyer, you are quite vulnerable. By supporting them to be able to add value of a sort, then they are able to preserve that value, and that is what the program is seeking to do. So in all, we work as an integrated, unit, because we know if you just give people capacity building and they don't have the finance and they don't have the markets, that would not result in that. So that is what we're doing. And if you travel across the country, there's a lot of interest. A lot of these young, women, based on men, based on their testimonies, they admit that beyond that, before the program, it was a bit challenging to even be engaged in commercial agriculture of a sort. Now, through the program and through the general support of the foundation, we are able to help them to remove some of these entry barriers, which now, have made them see a clear pathway
And it's still not enough, but we're just hoping that with national attention shifting to these vulnerable actors, we can, lend support to them. And I've always said, a nation that is world is how they respond to vulnerable people. The people who cannot do it on their own, what the state does for them is what makes them feel that I'm part of the country or I have something. You would say, last mile actors produce their products more expensive, and so let's import. But can we import jobs? Can we, solve some problems? So the state sometimes should be able to use their muscle to know that, yes, this may be expensive from a last mile actor, but we need to consciously and intentionally buy that debt to be able to support them. So that's the kind of advocacy we are just trying to have. Let people see that, we need to support the vulnerable members of the society to be able to engage. And once they are engaged, they become part of this whole chain, and it will have greater national significance and value.
Zubairu is here, and Seram is also here. We are talking about unlocking wealth and fair markets for Ghana's vulnerable agribusiness players. Zubairu is the investment director for AV Ventures. Seram is the investment manager for Temple Investment. There are people who say that almost every 2, 3, 4 years there's a new project, something project, something project, but then you go to the grounds and the people we claim to be supporting over the years consistently have not really seen any improvement in their lives, because once the project ends, they go back to but the reset. How is FILMA different from other projects we've seen being implemented in this country? And post FILMA, will these vulnerable farmers, would they have upgraded themselves to the point that they don't have to revert to the state of vulnerability?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think one of the key things, or the differentiators for FILMA is we've actually always had sustainability at the back of our mind, and right from the program design has been sustainability. So a few ways we have done that, or we are looking to do that. So one is the fact that we are actually intentional about engagement with private sector. So previously, you'd realize a lot of the programs also operated on the grant model. So, they're used to receiving free money. And so that mindset shift has actually been key in our capacity building. So you realize that even the funds that are being given to them, it's not being given as a grant, it's being given as loans. And because of the partnership with the private sector, so if we go with a financial institution, you become a client of this financial institution. Before you even get a loan, you are encouraged to save. So you are consistently saving. So outside of FILMA, you are no longer, it's not just a program, because you have been linked directly to the financial institutions. And I'm happy to even say that initially some of the financial institutions, we were quite hesitant, this is agric, it's risky. But now you have financial institutions now actually lending off their own balance sheets to them because of the structures that have been put in place, and they've seen that the structures have actually de-risked them. So that is one. And so in aside, the financial institutions are also the private, we call them supply chain intermediaries, which are the agri-business, the input dealers. And again, they are the entry point. So you are being linked directly to these off-takers, these input dealers. So you are now within their ecosystem. So, and also with these input dealers, we've now seen most of them actually giving them credit of their balance. Input credit of
which they recover later.
Which they would recover later.
Nice.
So the terms are clear. So it's no longer, we have shifted really from the grant, and I believe it's the grant element is what gets us back into default setting or factory setting after the program. But now it's more because of the introduction of private sector, they are linked to it, they are within the ecosystem.
So people who want to join this program, for example, do you find them and select them, or people apply through a certain process to be part of the FILMA project? Because you said 57,000 beneficiaries so far across the 4 regions.
Yes.
How do you select your beneficiaries?
Yeah, so within the 4 regions, we have selected districts, and one of our partners, which is CRS, Cattle Relief Services, they have the mandate of onboarding these people. So there's usually community entry where they go to the community, go to the chiefs, the assemblymen, and say, look, there's a program that's coming, it's targeting people of this age category. If you are interested, you come and register, or if you are in an existing VSLA group and you fall within the age category, you can come. Then we take their details, their age, and then so we can track their progress. So that's how you get into the program. And since the program started, we have reached in excess of the 57,000 people. Over the 4-year period, the plan is to do more than the 100,000, because if you go out there, it's very dire, and hopefully if we can get good examples of people whose lives have been impacted, then it becomes an example to draw people. You mentioned sustainability, and sustainability is at the heart of what we do. I just mentioned the example of integrating last mile actors into the value chain of a poultry producer and processor. Beyond the FILMA program, the last mile actors and that private sector entity would continue that engagement, because the problem it has solved for that private sector entity is that now I'm also able to meet my market demand, because I now have young people producing for me. Every 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I get this number of bears I can supply. Input dealers now see that if I give inputs to last mile actors and they are connected to the market, I can recover either through, in kind, or even through, purchases from the third party. So, sustainability is a core part of the work we do, and is integrated even in the design of the FILMA program. Sarah mentioned there's a catalytic fund within the FILMA program, which is meant to catalyze private sector financial institutions. So we have what we call matching. So every $1, the FILMA program gives you would match it. So you are able to now reach scale. And we can support with the training, the market linkages, so that if you recover 99.9%, next year you won't do government of Ghana treasury bills. You would do that because it's now profitable. That is one of the mechanisms.
How do people contact the FILMA project team?
Okay, so you can as Zubairu mentioned, the project itself is across the districts, but you can also reach out to Temple Investment. Just visit our website, www.templeinvest.com. All information on the program are there. Also, the FILMA website is also there, on social media, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube. The FILMA team, you would find information about the FILMA team.
Any final words, Sarah, before I go to Zubairu?
Yes, thank you so much. I mean, just to say that, look, when we talk about last mile actors, we are not calling them last mile actors because they are the least people or they're the least important people. It's because they are actually in the hard to reach, and they are the ones actually feeding us, and they are the ones actually feeding us. And so what I want to say is that, especially to the financial institutions, that we are looking forward to working with a lot more of them to also, move from Accra and go to and serve these people in these hard to reach areas, so that we can continue to reduce the imports as a country and then increase our food supply.
Yeah, so just to add to that, I think that there has to be an intentional support for the vulnerable members of our society, those hard to reach people who have seen agriculture as a pathway to youth employment. They want to be engaged. I think there has to be national support and, actors all coming together to see how we can all pool resources to support them. would have further engagements in terms of the strategy, hopefully in the next few weeks and months, to just rally this national attention and support from private sector actors and other indigenous market actors to be able to facilitate support for these last mile actors.
Sarah Mufureta is the investment manager for Temple Investments, financial inclusion lead FILMA program, and Zuberi Salifu is the investment director, AV Ventures Limited. And AV Ventures LLC is the access to market intervention lead of the FILMA program.
Through every stage of life,
Let's go.
some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era. Love was service. The silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center.
Cadbury hot chocolate, crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
Cadbury goodness, the treats you deserve every day.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agri-business Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News. The Joy Agribusiness Month is sponsored by the Ghana Commodity Exchange. Trade, storage, financing, all in one place. That's GCX, powering Africa's commodity markets.
We are on a journey to making home ownership a reality. See where we are heading to. Our development by Nestus Homes is thoughtfully designed with eco-friendliness in mind, creating a modern and sustainable living environment. We are pleased with the progress so far, with several customers already booking their units in this growing community. A gated community located in a prime location in Tamakomti 26 offers you comfort, serenity, and access to major amenities, giving you the perfect balance of lifestyle, convenience, and investment options. This development provides not just a beautiful place to live, but also a valuable long-term investment opportunity. Take a look at our completed homes as we continue to bring this vision to life. We are gradually taking shape, and you still have the opportunity to be part of this elegant gated community. Reserve your unit today and secure a lifetime of comfort, value, and investment growth. Call and book a free viewing now with the numbers below.
Bounce for the American defense to deal with, and Asamoah has scored! A wonderful volley!
This stadium is alive! The fans are
are roaring and the excitement has officially kicked off. It's goal rush season at Compute Ghana. This World Cup season, the match isn't just on the pitch, it's happening right in your home. Build your home stadium with world-class cinematic TVs, powerful sound bars, and home theaters, high-power speakers, laptops, tablets, and projectors for the ultimate streaming. Compute Ghana is delivering unbeatable deals, not just discount, but a chance to win 100-inch 4K smart TVs, mobile phones, laptops, and many more. Just purchase items 1,000 Ghana cedis and above, and automatically enter the raffle draw. Shop online at ComputeGhana.com. Call on 0302-752020. Go Rush season, the ultimate football experience, only at Compute Ghana.
All right, so welcome back to the show. Time for us to get into the news review segment where we review matters arising. But before we do that, let's look at what the papers are reporting. But I guess that wherever you are in your Black Star gear, ready to support Ghana in our quest to conquer England today. Of course, we'll do that for you. Now, let's begin with the Daily Graphic and the banner headline, Ghana, England, cliffhanger. They settle old scores tonight. Yes, they have a lot to answer. We'll put that to them today. It comes with a photograph of Anton Semenyo and Harry Kane, the English captain. Okay. Another one, NDC names headquarters after Rawlins. President Mahama, Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, Fifi Kwete, and children of late President Rawlins admiring the bust on the front page there. Now, flood claims 18 lives in central region. Let me read it again. Floods claim 18 lives in central region. This is 2026, but it keeps happening. Anyway, so those are the stories on the front page of the paper. At the back page, we are ready to die for Ghana. Thomas Asante. You remember the young man who came in with pace and, assisted the goal there. He says we're ready to die for Ghana, and I'm happy with that one. Okay, so let's move on to the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Historic World Cup clash. Ghana Black Stars tame the three lions. Okay, it says, can Black Stars tame the three lions? That's a question they're asking. Tonight, we'll get to see all of that. That is the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Now, Ghana has strong potentials for job creation, according to World Bank. And Central Region floods kill 18, displace dozens. Suspend rent increases or face legal action. Acting Rent Commissioner warns hostel operators. At the back page, patronize locally processed foods. Agri Minister. Well, it's late in the day, but it's good it's coming at this time. But Mr. Minister, it must not end at just speaking. What you need are policies. Policies that will compel or will make the local producers very competitive. Today, look, what we produce, I am in the rice business. We produce, we are being priced out because there's a lot of very cheap foreign imported rice here. So the rational consumer will always look at what is cheap, right, or affordable. So what we need are policies that will make local producers very competitive. So, Mr. Prime Minister, good that you are speaking, but please make sure this turns into a policy, deliberate policy that restricts. You know how much we produce in Ghana, how much we produce. So don't let us import much more than we have. 42 companies bid for Keta Port project. That's also on the Ghanaian Times paper. Daily Guide, a Dubois in trial investigator details how 49.1 million moved to private account. UTAC threatens strike over welfare issues. Ajwa Safo shooting incident, the inside story. That's on the Daily Guide newspaper. Get it and get the details there. Tension rocks Bantama MPP over electoral album. That was an interesting one there. NDC renames headquarters as J.J. Rawlings House. That is on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper. The Chronicle, Ajwa Safo shooting saga. Safo Akonfena in police custody. 2 pistols, cache of ammunition recovered. Berima Sapon reconnects with constituents. Okay. Okay. Interesting one there. That's there. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you, and you have only to be silent. This is what Emefa taught me some time ago, so I correlate the memory verse with the banner headline.
That's right.
Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you, and you only have to be silent. Okay. The final paper, the Overseer newspaper, it says NDC Ernest Rawlings renames national headquarters after him. Parliament to engage DRIP Secretariat over flood-damaged roads in Eastern region. Private security firms cannot legally arm guards for self-protection, Dr. Adam Bona says. And police summon Kojo Safo Akonfena over shooting incident involving former Dom Kwabenya MP. Those are the papers there. Let's get into the round table here. Dr. Bernard Tutubuahini is lecturer in political marketing at the University of Education in Winneba. Kojo Safo is executive director of INSTEP and a member of the MPP's communications team. Hobson Adoye is director of Field Operations United Party, and Mohammed Bataglia is MP Sisala East and board member of Tema Oil Refinery. Gentlemen, good morning.
All right, good morning.
As all is well.
I have to give my apologies. I think everybody is in the Ghana jersey, and I'm the only one who is standing out. And the apologies is that
you are Brit.
No, it's not. I'm Brit. No. Today is not. It's today we are supporting Ghana, but I have a very important meeting right after the show, and I couldn't be excused to do the Ghana jersey. So everybody should excuse me. I have my Ghana jersey at home by 7:00. I'll be in the full regalia.
Okay. That's right. All right. That's it. Okay.
Where are you watching it from? From home. I wanted we have a fan club at home, and I need to be home today.
Will it be nice watching from home?
Well, unfortunately, the kids and the wife are home, and there's a few people coming over.
Oh, okay.
If I decide to watch it out, I'm the lead of.
If that's the case,
I'm the lead of that fan club. So if I don't watch it at home,
do you have your whiskey?
I don't drink whiskey.
You don't drink whiskey?
No, I'm a Campari man.
Oh, Campari man. So you have it there?
I have my Campari at home.
May I have my whiskey already? So...
one of you should invite me home too.
We'll celebrate today.
I watched the first match back home. That's what I did, but I did with Sobolo.
Sobolo?
Well, are you a pastor?
I'm not an alcohol.
Well, are you a pastor?
I'm not a pastor, but I can't do alcohol.
I watch with my kids. At a point, the elder was, Charlie, I can't stand.
Yeah, the first half was terrible.
She went up. When you heard the
goal,
I said, she was rolling on the floor. I said, hey, so quickly I have to pick something down and then.
Hopefully today, the last one they kept it too late, and anxiety. We even heard a poor lady, a young girl, lost her life through the anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've not heard it.
No, you don't heard. No. A young girl who's a lawyer, lost her life through the anxiety. Yes, it was all over social media and even on some of the front pages of the newspaper. Yeah. Yes. Through the anxiety,
the joy.
Yeah, the whole anxiety thing. Basically, I think she has pressure, and I think it was very unfortunate. So we are playing with the Black Stars. They shouldn't leave the anxiety. Look, England is a good team. When you have a team that's bringing Rashford and Saka from the bench, please, it's a good team.
Yes.
There's two things that I have said that will work for us if we are to do well, is to have a good bench, which we do. The coach should be able to present a good 11. There are some names and faces we don't want to see this time around. I don't want to mention names, but everybody knows that.
Everybody in that squad qualifies to be on the field. I think that a lot of Ghanaians, when we watch football, we don't watch it with technical eyes. I have to be blunt here. Every player is given instructions. And when I was playing football, my coach would tell me, Kojo, yours is this guy. Me, I care less about what the football was. Mine was to take out this guy, who's the dangerous guy my coach had me. I was a defender. And I'll be everywhere with you. You remember there was a game, Kojo versus a Heart.
Yeah.
A defender of Heart was given to, I think, was it Eric Bekwe or so. Even when he was going for water, the defender was with him. You remember that game? It is
on that score you've given, every game there's an instruction from the coach, right?
Yes, yeah.
So that you do man match and you study your opponent and you give instructions. That said, if that is the case, then some players should not be on this patch because you see
that's
the pace.
That's not for us.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's for the coach.
But we know the England team. Look, we watch the Premiership. We know the starting 11 of the England. Some of us are not coaches, but we watch so much football that sometimes you think you are a coach, right? You know the starting 11 of the England coach.
Yes.
We know the pace of these players.
That is true.
So if these players are coming on board with pace, players that do not have pace should not be on the path.
So you think that because they have pace, you have to match them
with pace? Yes,
that's where you lose. So you see, so football is tactics. So when a team is coming at you with pace, what you do, you slow them down. When you slow them down, you disrupt their game plan.
The whole thing.
Kojo is a professional.
The whole thing has to do with the selection of the coach. You know, you pick your team based on the strength of your
opponent. Yes.
Right. Then the structure, which comes with the tactical play, you know, recoveries, attacks, and all that. That one, very important. The coach must get it right. All right. Then, for me, the whole structure is the transition. All right. Which largely will be based on party.
Yes. Right. And today he's in the squad.
Exactly. England, their defensive line is not that good. Not good at all. What it means is that Reece James may want to come. You see, so the laterals, the right back, the left back, they push. When you allow them that chance, in fact, they will come at you. When you block them, they will stay. And that is why I will agree to some extent with what Kojo Nsafwa has said. Deep midfield, you may want to use certain players who will not just slow down the game, all right, but will be quick on the ball with the transitions, be able to possess and take off certain, players from the England team, all right. What it means is that if you are going to get a player who would handle the ball and over-handle it,
it allows them to come back.
The moment you lose the ball in a vital position, they'll come at you and then they'll mess you up.
I think that, well, it depends on the time you choose to waste the ball. That is also very important. But what I want to say is that these are two countries. And in them we have teams, Ghana and England. England, collectively as a country, sometimes they have the big name, but they don't do well in tournaments.
It's not sometimes, it's always.
I don't want to say that. Because
no. You can't. Recently they've been good.
They've been good.
They've been to two finals in the Euros.
Yes.
I think continuously. At
the time we even had Beckham and co, Owen and co, Win and co. They will do, the hyping will be there at the end. On the flip side, Ghana, we all thought that their game with Panama should have been that easy.
Yeah.
I said it here. Normally, when we are meeting the weakest team, our performance.
We suffer. Yes.
Today, that everybody is saying is a big team. I'm sure the game will be different. Trust me, this is the time for Patino to just be emotional, to show who he is on the field, and I trust that he's going to deliver that. You see, the team Ghana, they said our group is the group of death. But they put us as a team that is an underdog with potential of transition. The more we play, the better we become. Yeah. That is going to reflect today. That is going to reflect today. All we can do is just to give them the best of encouragement. Yeah. And once again, God will speak. Is it?
Previous tournament. This God thing, we always keep saying that God will speak and God will speak. Look, God can only speak for you when you have the right 11.
That's right.
If you don't have the right 11, go.
I guess Panama.
Hold on. Tuchel is one of the best coaches tactically in the world. So let's not underestimate what they have over us. They have all the world-class coaches.
I think we've made that point strong.
Right. So what my point that I want to go back at Kojo, that he's saying that look, Kojo is saying that let's go and park the bus.
No. I'm not saying park. I'm saying that football is played on tactics.
Yes.
Your opponent will tell you what kind of tactics you deploy.
Yes.
Now, every player in that Black Star team, as we have it, is capable of playing, depending on what match we have and the tactics the coach wants to deploy.
Wow.
Now, I've heard people who do not really watch football with that technical sense to say, oh, this guy slows down the game. Now, in football, we have some people called schemers. Their role, when you are under pressure, hold the ball and attract people to you, get fouls at, look, Panama, first half, we were shit.
Yeah.
Sorry to use that word. We didn't play anything. What Jordan Ayew was doing in that first half, because sometimes you see that he's alone. There's nobody there. So when he gets the ball, where should he play it to? So someone who has strength and skill is able to then hold it and draw a foul. When you draw a foul,
have you seen Mbappe?
Yes.
When he's alone and he gets the ball, you see what he does.
Oh, you see.
Let's not go there.
No.
Let's not go there.
Hold on. Two players are saying.
No. Exactly.
Do we have an Mbappe in our team?
Exactly my point. So do we have saying that? No, hold on. You have other players that can do other things. No, hold on.
No, I think that we have overly criticized certain players. Okay, we're not even going. It's nice.
You brought up the name.
We'll see. I've not brought up the names. Yes, I'm saying that Ghanaians, we've been overly focused on these points, and it's unfair.
Because
let me hear you. I'm bringing in him. That's why I'm moderating it. You come in.
You brought up the name.
Ghanaians have overly attacked the young man and his brother.
All what I'm saying is that this tournament, our starting game have been very good for us.
Yes, we won.
So previously, at times, our first matches will be having troubles. Either draw or
in Germany, we lost. South Africa, I don't recall our first game.
All our first games, we have not been doing well. Okay. Are you getting it? But from the second game upwards, at times, we do well.
Yeah.
I quite remember when we go to quarterfinals. And we always curse Suarez for not allowing us.
Suarez.
So today, I know they are going to up the game. If our first match, though it was not all that easy, but we were able to win, this second game, I think the performance will be a bit better than the first match.
Okay.
So I am hoping that at the end of the day, Ghana will win. We'll take the 3 points. I'm not praying for a draw. And I can tell you, you see,
right. The pressure is off, so we can play.
No.
That's
look at
the pressure is off.
Look at Congo, look at Quebec, those people. Look at the way. I mean, they are not better than us. Congo team is not better than
collectively. It's not. But the point that if you are giving lemonade, when you're giving lemons, you make lemonade. That's all I have to say. Kojo is trying to make it a point that there is certain players that have a way of play. Yes, I agree. They have a way of play to do certain things, but in certain games, it will not work. Because no,
it's depending on the coach.
No, it's not. You see, the English team, England plays in a certain way. We've watched them and we know.
And most of our people they play with them.
Yes,
they play with them.
So they know that exactly. So the point I'm making is that if we go and start drawing fouls and get ball and we don't know how to move with them, they are going to punish us.
They cannot.
Well, let's not.
Let's wait and see what the coach will do. That's it. Let's make progress.
I'm going to go and down my campaign if I see that guy.
Let's make progress. Let's deal with other matters. I'm saying that today, let's see the squad that the coach will bring, the tactic he will play. Let us all support the boys.
Great.
Look, we even have this guy, the Bilbao captain. The one, Inaki Williams, even on the bench.
Yeah. So why did you play him in the last 90 minutes?
That's why I'm saying that the coach will determine which 11 can fit his plan.
No, he didn't play him.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. So if today the coach feels that Inaki will better serve, he will be there.
Yeah.
So let's support everybody.
That's why I talked earlier on about the team selection and the structure. You see, for me, statistics backs, Jordan in all matches, club level, national level. He has the statistics. And tactically, Jordan has been good. Not only as a holding midfielder, but also as a striker. You see, in this match, I prefer the coach using him as part of the three midfield.
The guy has never scored in the World Cup. The guy has never scored in the World Cup. So where's he never scored in the World Cup.
But he has never scored in the World Cup.
No, he's never scored in the World Cup. Okay.
But in our qualifying,
we are in the World Cup. It's a tournament. We play tournament players. He has never scored in the World Cup.
In the qualifiers,
he's never scored. Somebody can correct.
So he shouldn't play.
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't play. I'm saying that. No, my brother is saying that statistics are on his side. But I'm saying that statistically, he has never scored in the World Cup.
But you don't need to score.
He should be able to maneuver and then. Look, we were here this evening. Let's move on. If you guys think that we should do a first 11 with Jordan as our captain in there, please let's go.
Yes.
I mean, we all watch the same match. That man plays League One. Even League One, he doesn't get selection. In the Black Star. Let's move on, please. Let's stop this thing. He shouldn't be in the squad.
He should be there. He should be there. Not just being there. He should be there.
The guy plays League One. No English team who is in League One gets to play in the Three Lions. Jordan plays in League One.
What am I saying?
He's not in the Premiership. He's not. No, hold on. He's not.
We're not doing well.
He's not in Premiership. He's not in Championship. He's in League One. There are players today who are much form. They play better in their leagues. Who can play much better? Him being a captain, he can be in the dressing room supporting them. He doesn't have to be on the park.
He will be on the field.
Well, that's fine. Let's all watch the match. You know what I mean?
I support him.
I'll just have my
he will be on the field.
There have been players who were not on form at their club levels.
Yeah.
They came or they went to World Cups and did well. They went to tournaments and did well. Even currently, Kevet, their goalkeeper, has no team. He has been released at age 40.
He's doing so well.
Performance. All right.
Okay.
Roger Miller as at 1990.
Yes.
No team.
Yes, another one.
He went to the World Cup and became the leading goal scorer.
Okay.
So you see, sometimes some players have certain experiences. They have certain motivations for tournaments.
Bro, we all want to win.
Okay.
We all want to win.
We don't need Jordan to score.
What we want.
Yes.
A win.
If we want a win,
we should be able to
create the chances for him. No, what we want is a win.
Good.
Let's not. So what we watch in Panama. Hold on. We watch Panama. We watch 85 minutes of a guy just dropping on the ground every time he gets the ball. 86 minutes and dropping on the floor every time he gets the ball. He leaves, we get a goal. If we are saying that we want to win and he's going to give us the win, we'll all be happy, we'll be celebrating.
What I am saying is that every player in that squad must have our support.
Every player has our support if he's playing well. That's all I'm saying. Ghanaians want a win.
We're
going to go and when we play Croatia, Croatia have Luka Modric, who is 42 years. We can bring him in.
We will win. All win.
Today Jordan will put it.
Exactly. Thank you.
I will be so happy and I will come here and apologize.
Jordan will shame his critics.
Let him do. Let him watch this program.
Okay. Let's move on then.
Yes.
Let's start with, but these flood issues too. They have interest, but let's start with the SHS issue that the GES is trying to deal with. In the first place, must it be a choice, or must the school be a choice for parents to say, this is where I want to celebrate my kid extravagantly? Now, the reason this extravagant has come in is because I'm not sure in the past, in my school, I saw a parent even bringing a goat to the son or daughter for completing. But today we see a car. Let me start with you.
Okay. So we started without greeting our viewers. But,
we greeted Ghana.
Let me say good morning to everybody. You see, this is becoming a program of the day. And I quite remember throughout my 20 years in classroom, I never witnessed such a thing. Though you see the JSS students, after completion, they say, oh, we are organizing a party on their own. Maybe in the evening, they go and then find some spinning, and be dancing. But these days, it started from somewhere. The private schools started it. And then public school gradually coming into it. Are you getting it? In fact, last Saturday, one of my daughters graduated from a private school, Legacy Girls College at Akosua. And we went there. In fact, it was a very colorful occasion. And every parent there was proud to be there. But to the point that parents will go extra mile to do certain things, I think it's not the best. And GS has taken the right way. You see, what are the causes? I've put down some few points. Number one, parental pride and social status. Number two is the social media influence. Then number three, peer pressure, and then competition. Are you getting it? If you look at the parental pride, people think they have money. So my daughter is competing. Let me do something to show that, yes, this is me.
Should a school be a choice? School where everyone...
That's the problem. Are you getting it? That's the problem. So me, I totally agree with GS for the ban, especially on public schools. Private, yes, you cannot have that authority to, because you don't pay them, you don't give them money for anything. Are you getting it? Only that you can engage them to minimize whatever they are doing, but you cannot ban. Are you getting it? So if you choose to go to private school and you want to go and show your this in there, no problem. My second girl attended St. Rose's. It's a Catholic school. Very disciplined. Are you getting it? When she was going, I bought the suitcases, everything. We got to the school. They said, my friend, take everything back. They remove everything and put it in Ghana Must Go. Every student, you use Ghana Must Go. The slippers and other thing, they have their own slippers, equal. When you get to the school, you will not see the rich man's daughter and then the poor man's daughter. You will not see. Are you getting it? They are all equal. They wear the same dress, the same slippers, everything. You get to their dorm, they are using the same Ghana Must Go. Are you getting it? You go to other places and you see the type of bags and other things, the shoes, whatever that people bring. You can see that, hey, this one, what we say original is original. Are you getting it? People buy sandals and then boots, which cost maybe $2,500 and other things for their kids. You see, but when you go there, everybody is equal. That is how it should be. Those from the poor background, are you getting it? When you get to, in fact, I quite remember my first day boarding school. I was there, I said, hey, what is going on?
Yeah, baby, and I say my job.
Charlie, you see people coming, their parents will drive them to campus, and when you see their things coming out, I was holding just one thing, and look at how people are, So we need to make sure we go by this. On the social media influence, this time people fake life. Someone will just go and stand on a Honorable's car and do a short video. This is my new car, and put it there. The friends will say, hey, this guy has bought in a car. So how will I also get a car? Are you getting it? So I introduce it. So all these things influence. I think it is time for us to control our students. I was happy when I heard that they are trying to, minimize the students from accessing other social media. You see, we need to do that. When you go to US, the tablet that they give you to the kids, they program it. Apart from things that you learn, you cannot download Facebook, Snap, YouTube, anything on that tablet. So everything on the tablet is for, your material for your study. Are you getting it? Why can't we do same in Ghana here? But we allow students, at times, they go to school with their phones. They go with their laptop. They have internet.
SHS.
Oh, some of them sneak their phones there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They go there. So everything that is happening, they know. They are aware. If you have your child or a family member, just engage them and see. You see that everything going on social media, they are aware. We need to break those things. And then, you see, if you don't do that, a time will come. During graduation, some of the students will just run away and then go and hide somewhere without taking part of the thing. So we will preach with them. When you come to the peer pressure, you see the way some of the parents will be dashing their, the student will be there watching within him or her. It's not a woman being. As he was standing there watching some of them. Look at what triggered this. That a parent will go and say, oh, you've completed, this is your car. The result has not even come. What about if the result comes and then he has 9 Fs? What will you do? Are you getting it? You should have waited for results to come and say, you've made me proud, so I'm going to do this for you. You don't drive a car to school compound and say, oh, because you've graduated, this is your gift. It's not. We should not entertain it at all.
Okay.
So I think that the steps that the GS has taken is good, and we need to encourage them. Okay. We don't say don't do graduation at all. But that extravagant way of doing it is not good.
Be moderate.
It has its effects, negative and positive. So the negative one, let me start with the positive. The positive one, it motivates students to work harder. Are you getting it? And then it creates memorable experience within the kids. That, during our graduation, this is what we did on that. The pictures that will be taken some years to come, you'll be looking at it and all that. Now, when it comes to the negative aspect, the financial burden is placed on some families. It's very negative. But they've given you a car. I was not given. What do you think my parents will feel? Apart from me, the student, are you getting it? How will my parents feel? So that negative thing, we need to do away with it. And then exclusion of students from that particular thing. So if I'm from a poor family, next time, I've seen that, these people were giving car, this one was giving this and that. And these guys were not giving. And I saw how the person was, not happy and all those kind of things. So when it gets to my turn, and I think that my parents cannot come and give me anything, all I will do is to vanish from the program. I will not even attend at all. So we need to calm down. Parents, let us calm down. Whatever we have to give our kids, we can do it in our various homes instead of taking them to the compound just to, let other kids feel less.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let me bring you Kojo. But if someone is given a car to his or her ward, mustn't necessarily take the GES to come and say don't do it.
Give the car at home.
Okay.
The GES is coming in where you are giving the car.
That's right.
If you have money, it's like living in affordable housing and buying a Bentley. You go to free senior high school. your ward, that place that you are going to now show off that car, is a free senior high school. You have money to buy a car, take your ward to the private school and leave that space for people who doesn't show those fake appellants.
But we know that
most people are even going to take, you are even saying they use people car. They go and borrow that car from the car dealer. Yes.
To go and give.
Yes. They go and borrow the car from the car dealer, put the ribbon on it, take pictures, award it, and take it back. Yes. All these videos you see with parties, weddings, and all these things that people are dashing cars, they go and take it temporarily from the car dealer, use it for the show, and return it.
Hey, now this is serious.
I'm telling you. But let's not even go there, my brother. Look, we have a system. I just think that we are relaxing so much in this country on our standards that is becoming appalling. When did we start doing graduation in university, in secondary schools? Public secondary schools. The calendar is organized by GES. Does GES put graduation in our calendar?
We rather have speech and prize giving days.
But the point, there's no graduation.
That's not graduation, yes.
So where did graduation come into our public institutions? Look, my son and my daughter goes to British International. We are paying the big dollars, but we are suffering for it. Then they'll give you a calendar and give you a day for graduation. Then you just go and pay for the gown the kid will wear. And that one is a different money altogether. But we are suffering, so we go and pay. You understand? I didn't have a choice because my kids migrated from the US to Ghana. And when they came, I couldn't slot, at the age they came, I couldn't slot them into our system. So I have to now let them do the A-level. That's why now British International is closer to me. But if you take your ward to the free senior high school under Ghana Education Service, where we are all trying to make it better, and you're going to give other kids pressure, like my brother said, standardization, that is where we all wear the same uniform, we all wear the same thing so that nobody is seen. You know, the issue of hair came up, right? These Gen Z mothers, I don't know if they are Gen Z mothers anywhere, but they are the problem, the Gen Z mothers.
How are they the problem?
Because they are the ones beginning to talk about let's leave kids to have hair in school. Since when did hair? A kid's hair and hair is not, I don't think when somebody says let's have hair in school, it's to do with male kids, it's to do with female kids. No male kid want to have hair. Which hair are you going to have in school as a male kid? Boys, we don't comb our hair. So it's not about us. They now want to now challenge the status quo. You remember that conversation where it's becoming an issue where the parents now think that kids should have hair. Why? So that those will now go and do braids and all these perm and all these things and be showing off to who? I beg the system. Let's have a certain standard. It's the only way we keep our institutions sane. You know the biggest problem these parents are building for this country? I don't know what the entry salary for civil servants is, but I doubt it's more than 2,000 Ghana cedis. Entry.
Okay.
I doubt it's more than take home. I doubt entry into civil service is more than 2,000. I don't know, but let's assume. Today, these parents who are buying cars for their children at secondary school, that means that kid will go to university with that car, right?
Yeah.
And they will now be in the school, driving around, not walking, not taking shuttles, right? Then when they now want to eat, they will drive out of school to buy expensive food or order Uber Eats. How much are you giving this child for a month for upkeep, including fuel for that car?
Yeah, but that won't be done.
Hold on, let me land.
Okay.
When this kid finishes university and he gets his first job, how much is his entry salary? That is how much you, the mother, you are giving that kid a week. You understand the point I'm making? Because if you are going to buy a car for a kid at secondary school level, he goes into university, he now drives around, he orders Uber Eats, because you are introducing that kid to a different lifestyle. So the kid is going to now live a certain lifestyle where when they come out of university, it's not that there are no jobs, but they will now come and ask you, oh, can I get a job at ENI or can I get a job at GMPC, because that's where they pay more money. They don't want any other job. And that is one of the biggest problems we have. It's not that there isn't jobs. There are jobs that these kids don't want to do because The take home is 1,500. He has to go to work for 1 month and get 1,500 cedis to go home. Meanwhile, when he was in second university, he was spending 1,500 on the course something Bond Streets. If I don't know if I got
Bond Streets.
Bond Streets is more than 2,000 cedis. Meanwhile, when you get a job, your salary a month is 1,500. So look, we should really look at the environment we are creating for these kids. The men have a bigger problem because then they have to now impress the ladies. And that is why a lot of these boys are now turning into all sorts of things that they are doing in this country.
Okay.
So, Kojo, my point is Ghana Education Service should really forget about just stopping it. They should sanction schools that allow these graduations things to happen, because any little thing, before you can't even, like you said, he went to school, take his kids there, they look in and took some things out. We should make sure that that environment, because now it's free senior high school, the Mobrowa is bringing his kids to learn. The school of education is to learn. My brother, please, those they don't have money. I'll tell you today, and I could do when I say it because from where I come from, who has money? Which money, even if you have, goes to second generation? In Ghana, which wealth has moved to second generation?
Hasn't yours moved to the third generation?
No, we couldn't move it. Poku transport money couldn't move to second generation. Yes.
Yeah. So you had to start from scratch.
I have started from scratch. My fathers are starting from scratch. Pambros, what's the name? Pambros couldn't move second generation. Apemika couldn't move to second generation. Name all the timber merchants in Ghana. It couldn't move to second generation. Wache Matres couldn't move to second generation. So if you have money, you have money. Let your kid also find their way. Because in Ghana, it's hard. That's why we are called GH.
Ghana hard.
Ghana hard.
Doc, you see, I am one person who has never been moved by what I see. Since my secondary school days to university till now, when you are doing something and I have, fine. If I don't have, I'm not really pushed to do it. Must someone gifting a car to his or her ward necessarily push someone to also do the same, such that it become an issue that we say must not happen?
Yeah, Kojo, good morning to our viewers, and good morning to all of us once again. You see, for me, the whole thing borders on two things, even though there are other things that I don't want to talk about. Because if I'm going to talk about it, it will be something else. Maturity. Parental maturity. Parental guidance. Right. Maturity is very important as a parent. And I heard Kojo talk about Gen Z parenting.
Yeah.
I would prefer calling it Mexico opera parenting.
Oh.
Mexico opera.
Maybe series prepare.
Okay, I didn't get it.
What it means is that you see these young ladies seated, watching, and making certain inferences, which to a large extent is affecting, their level of maturity in terms of how they control their homes, how they control their families, their husbands and children. And
they think what happens in the series they watch must necessarily be the same that happens to them in real life.
You get it?
Yeah.
They make inferences out of these things. And so the kind of guidance that they provide is way, way off the Ghanaian culture. And director was talking about growing up. Growing up, some of these things, I don't know whether some people will call it poverty, all right? But even if it was poverty, those days we still had rich men in the system. Kojo was talking about Poku transport. I don't know whether he had a relation.
No, that's his grandfather.
Direct grandfather.
Exactly. We will sit by the roadside at Konongo. And when we see Poku transport cars, trucks and fuel tankers coming, it's not like they can be continuous. About 5-10 cars moving. Poku transport.
It was a big person.
Yes. The chief of my hometown then, Nana Akwe, used to have a shopping mall at Accra New Town, Akwe Shopping Center. The man was damn rich. He built and gifted story buildings to Ghana Police Service. Damn rich. But we didn't see some of these things happening. You understand? Now, for me, one of the psychological things that keep me, and the things that I do has to do with whether what I'm doing would have some negative effects on the people around me. In psychology, in marketing or management science, there's something we refer to as empathy. Very important. Understanding the feelings of people around you. And based on that, you act in a way that will be for the good of all. I feel that the way things are going, some parents, especially the person who went to that school with a car, didn't really consider the feelings, of even the other children who were the classmates, of her own daughter. Psychologically, it could have effect on some people. Emotionally, it will have effect on some of the children. They may interpret it differently. You understand? And if you are not careful, this child will go back home and lose control in the house and begin to do things anyhow, will not even take orders from parents, will not even respect parents any longer. How? Why is it that my classmates' mother, father, has gifted a car, and you sit here talking about poverty? You understand? Yes. And you see, when they go to secondary school, sometimes they are...
But is it not due to the upbringing you give the child? If you make the child know that if Kojo has it and you don't have it, what Kojo has, that's not necessarily
that's why I said some of them.
Okay.
I didn't say all of them.
Okay.
All right. Because I have seen students who will tell you that their parents do not control them. All right. And they have gone their way because it has become an issue of survival. It has become an issue where a child has taken his or her own destiny into her hands and believe that this is the direction I must go to make it. You understand? That is why sometimes we hear 15-year-olds going in for Sakawa. You get it? Yes. It's because of some of the things they've heard, some of the things they've seen. And that is why some schools in Ghana, like the director was saying, that they want standard, living in their schools. And I feel that what Ghana Education Service has done, the ministry, is good to probably suspend, graduation, ceremonies in SHS. One of the things that came into my mind, is that when we were growing up, we used to do our day. And even our day, those who were rich, who would, apart from what the school would prepare, they would bring extra delicious food from the house.
But sorry, our day truncated at the basic level, right? It didn't follow us to the senior.
Our day was primary.
No, it was primary. I'm just using it.
Kindergarten.
Yes,
kindergarten.
Yeah, even at the middle school, we're doing it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just using it as an example to buttress a point. So the import of it is that come and enjoy. Okay, then afterwards you go listen to your results.
Yeah. Where do you account?
Sorry. So you'll be jumping and be making fun with it. Yeah. But the reality was this. If you felt you didn't do well, why the celebration? You get it? What have you celebrated in the first place? So it begs the question that you gifted your daughter, your son, all the good deeds that you have to, to make him or her proud, to stand out among her peers and all that. But the question is that, what are you celebrating? Is it for the mere fact that the child has completed, or you believe that she's going to do so well that gifting her a car, is good? You get it? So probably the disappointment will come after the results are released. Or probably the parents believe that what we have done behind closed doors suggests that she is definitely going to pass.
Oh, well.
Okay. Or we believe in her intelligence or his intelligence. So we know she's going to bring honors to the family. That's fine. I think that GES probably in future should look at certain policy guidelines, beyond the decision that they've taken.
Okay, all right.
That probably will give headmasters, headmistresses, school management that control to stop some of these things.
Okay, all right.
Beyond that, I also believe that, look, this decision must not remain, in the next 1 month or so. The reason is that these graduations have come to stay, all right? It has some kind of history. It has some kind of pride attached to it. The pictures you take, we didn't have that experience, okay? But this current generation, the pictures you take and all that gives you some kind of memories.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be that some innocent children are going to suffer because of the misguidance.
So what? We must have the graduation ceremonies.
Exactly. I think that should.
But since when did we have graduations?
We don't have any graduation.
Since when did it start? Anyway.
When they go to secondary,
it's not about when they
can graduate.
So there is always innovation.
No point.
There are always new thoughts that come up.
So I'm coming. So when they graduate, what do they do? What do they present to them there at the graduation ceremony?
Because you're not presenting a certificate.
Yes, because in the university or from the kindergarten.
They give them graduation certificate.
They give them.
Why?
That you've graduated.
You've not graduated.
Yes.
No.
You've done an exam.
No.
Are you not graduated?
Saturday, my daughter graduated from a private school. She was given a graduation certificate.
That what?
That he has completed
secondary school.
That very school. Are you getting it? So I think for maintaining it, I am totally against it.
No, forget it. So Ghana Education Service is going to...
Okay, so land so what
I believe is that, you see, probably after results are released, headmasters, headmistresses can come up with a day to celebrate that. Then with that, you give that awards.
Your celebration is your admittance into university. That's what I'm saying.
No. So what I'm saying is this, that I feel that some of these things are new trends, which we cannot easily condemn. Had it not been because of this act, which I refer to as a misguided act, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about this.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I even didn't know we've introduced graduation since in high schools. what used to happen was that after you finish, you could have group photographs. We even have group photographs.
Let me tell you a quick story. There's a guy who owed 3 people in the dormitory. He left his trunk and his troubles. We all knew he was going home and coming back. So, call maybe. So when we opened his troubles, it was empty. We opened his trunk, it was empty. We never saw the guy again.
Yeah, clearly, I think that let me also say a very good morning to your cherished viewers, and by extension, the people of Sisala East. And clearly on this topic, I think that you can see from the table, we are largely with the same sentiment. There's something creeping in our educational system that we thought that parents should have been part of the solution to the problem. But it appears what we are beginning to see, parents are becoming part of the problem to be dealt with. I like Kojo's sentiment clearly on this. And I think that let's not miss West. Our system, once again, is being run on the tangent of what? Materialistic tendencies. Inculcating in these children at the very early stage that opulence is the way to go. We are celebrating social media hypes rather than resource or resource. That's what it is. And also also emphasize or expose how gullible we are as a people. Let me tell you, I'm just saying it. Last year, there was a graduation that took place in one of these renowned private schools. Private schools. Yes. Private. We saw renowned individuals that went to the school.
Okay.
We saw opulence. We saw the cars the children drove in.
Yeah.
We saw the parties. What we didn't see is the talent being exhibited there. I believe in such schools. Today, we are running a world of technology, robotics, Internet of Things, coding and other things. Other environments could have showcased what these children have done or created or invented using their brain. But what do we see there? Nothing. So I think that other people are buying this into the public sector. And that they are creating unnecessary tension. Let me tell you, the secondary school environment, you've taken your child there for the child to be modeled for society. You've taken your child there for the child to be modeled for society. And I think that if you, the parent, also does things that go against the model of the child, in making those children look so immediate, like he said, so this thing sometimes even demoralize the teachers themselves even on campus. Make the children so untouchable. And you see, the flip side of it is the videos we see. We've seen young children who completed secondary school, brought out their boxes, breaking them, tearing all their books. It means that transition means nothing to them. There are people who are vulnerable on campus who might even need those top boxes. I've seen the new trend of politicians every year when children are going, they have to go and buy trunks and those things. The children take those trunks and when they complete school, they break them. This is the society we are all applauding. What is this? If we think that giving them one chance will let them move for about 10 steps, let's stop it. And what is simmering in there doesn't augur well for us as a people. I think that let's train our children to be people who take over from us. And I like the examples Kojo said. Most of the renowned business we saw here didn't travel to the generation. We saw that. We saw that. At least. I like that part. GH.
Yes.
Means Ghana had, not the current Ghana. I don't.
You were doing so well. You were doing so well. I'm sitting here clapping for you. You were doing so well.
I like that. I think that let's model our children to be able to take over. Let's show them that they are not just created for the family, they are created to be valuable to society. Resourcefulness doesn't mean that you have it all. It is the impact you create. And that is, of course, a positive impact. So to me, Kojo, I think that no, this is a no.
Okay.
If you have it to celebrate your ward or your child, do it at home. Yes. Nobody will come chasing you.
That's right.
Don't go and create problems for us that we cannot control.
Don't do it so that my child
don't go do it. Don't go do it.
Okay.
So you see, Kojo, the thing that Prof said, you see, we keep forgetting that there are 16 regions And Ghana Education Service has secondary school in every corner of this. You can't do it in some places and not do it in some places. So if you start doing it, then the vulnerable areas, what's going to happen there?
It's even better. The private schools will do it because the parents will come and pay.
Ghana alone is 600 cities.
Yes.
I just paid mine this morning. And it's only for 3 hours that the kid will wear it and then you have to give it back.
No.
Thank you very much. I remember in the university, I asked that question when we had to go and pay for our graduation gowns. It's like, but you're not gifting the gowns to me. I'm renting it. Can't pay this much. But anyway, let's move from there and talk about something that has potential of really marring Ghana's international image, right? We understand there is a $280 million meth bust in Australia, and the Australian authority had to contact Ghana about that bust. They were concealed in a charcoal shipment to the Australian market. It went past the Ghanaian borders and went to Australia. Now, are we gaining some notoriety for narcotics anyway? You remember last year, there were busts in the central region, in Sekandi, even in part of Accra. So what is really happening? Let me start with you, Kojo.
Drugs. It left our shores, go to Australia.
Australia.
It was Australia that was arrested.
Yes. So the Australian authorities
went by ship
Ghana.
or by air?
By ship.
It was ship,
So the charcoal was exported by ship.
Yes, in containers
of charcoal.
In containers.
From Ghana.
From Ghana.
And it was arrested in
Australia. Yes.
Brother, you see, this narcotics thing has always been a problem. And it is part of our fundamental issues with our institutions. We keep saying that we should build institutions, but the very institutions that we build, we realize that now becomes the problem. We have all the institutions that you can think of to check these things. We have NACOP board, we have NACOP, right? We have all the national securities, we have all the co-minimis that are supposed to check these things. Still, we're having these issues.
But when it is in charcoal, can they really...
No, brother, look, intelligence is intelligence.
Okay.
I don't think we are taking security important enough. When you are traveling, at that time I was traveling, minding my own business, then there's a young guy calling me to come. I looked at the boy and said, "Meet you come." He says, "Yes, come." I'm like, "What for?" He says, "I'm narcotics control." I looked at the guy.
Airport here.
And I'm like, "You're calling me to come." But brother, approach me. But you're calling me to come and do what? I have gone through security. I'm working in the duty-free area, and you're calling me to come.
This is narcotics control.
No, but narcotics control, you're calling me to come and do what?
I just want him to finish. They did same to my wife, that she should bring her passport. I say, "Hey, are you an immigration officer?"
No, come and do what? No, please. You see, intelligence, you see, the problem I have, remember we said this on this platform. The point I'm making is that if you go to any locality and you ask for the BNI or the national security person, everybody in that village can take you to that person's house. Because in every in every community, the national security guy wears a big crest here and walks around with the gutter and tells everybody he's national security. Why? You are there to pick intelligence. You are supposed to go mental, be unseen, be invincible, be a ghost in the society, and pick intelligence and report to center. But you are there. You see that crest you have?
Yeah.
Yes, they have a big one here, gold one. And national security. Sometimes they will even introduce themselves to you. Boss, I'm the national security here. Why are you introducing yourself?
We will show you the weapon.
How are we picking intelligence?
It's bad though.
Intelligence is key. You know, there are times when, listen, the UK, the US, and all these people, sometimes they have more intelligence in this country than we do ourselves. And they allow it to leave. Sometimes, I know there was one in the UK, right? They allowed it to leave so that they can track the people on the other side, those that will come and take out the container. So I think that was agro-processing, something that they allowed it to leave, went to the warehouse, they track it, everything, and last minute when the people came to collect it, they now arrested all of them. You see, my brother, we do not take these institutions, and by the time you go and investigate, the people who are supposed to be employed will be complicit of these acts because they connive with the people. We're having it in AFCO before, when it was Aviance was AFCO. Yeah. We're having it with the airport itself. We're having it with other institutions, Gapoha. And from time to time, it's been... Remember when Georgina Wood's committee, that the famous Benjamin, MV Benjamin.
Yeah.
But that has gone down. Whether it went down because they are not catching it, or it went down because it stopped, we all don't know. But it's a problem. It's a problem because I don't know whether we are fighting it or everybody is just complicit and just happy to just let it pass. And for me, it's scary. Because when you leave Ghana, there are a lot of things that, even my visa from Ghana, you know, when you go abroad and you're trying to pay for certain things online, they will not take your visa from Ghana. Some shops online in America won't take your visa from Ghana. Yes.
Why?
Because of the Sakawa.
The Sakawa thing, yeah.
Because of the online fraud. Some shops will not take, so you might have to use a VPN. Even in Ghana now, you can't access some shops in the US, some websites in the US, you can't access. You have to use a VPN. But when you're in America, British Airways luggage, they won't take your Ghana visa. You have to put money in there's a vending thing.
British Airways.
British Airways, yes. They won't take your card. They won't take it. So you have to put money in a vending thing, and it gives you a temporary visa, and you use it, a temporary card. They use it to pay for your extra luggage. So we are beginning to have a certain that I hope my brother and his government deals with this matter better. Because, look, it's been here, and I don't think every government has had a share of it. It's scary.
Okay. Look, is this building a certain negative international image for us?
Yes, obviously it is not helping. And like Kojo said, I mean, if you are traveling, your passports will be checked, will be scrutinized, will be delayed and all that, probably because of that kind of image, you know, on you. And I feel that, you know, apart from some of these, you know, international issues, the effects on Ghana is alarming. I mean, we in previous months, you know, we have seen what red is doing, you know, to young boys and girls in this country. In fact, I think 3 days ago, I was watching some of these things. In fact, when I got this message, when I started reading on this Australian drug trafficking issue, then I chanced on a video, you know, where a young lady born, bred in the UK, to Ghanaian parents, you know, had come to Ghana and into drugs. A third-year university student into drugs. You know, apparently, some NGO had gone to her, speaking to her, and creating her indulgence for some rehabilitation. And I think that, look, I think in recent times, the military, the security services recruitment, about 400 young men failed as a result of...
2,000 police. You
understand? As a result of drugs. So the question is, where are we going? I hear that inpatient, outpatient cases in our psychiatric hospitals is drug-related. When we were growing up, we only knew of weed. All right? Weed. But these days, what is happening? What we are seeing, you know, is some kind of, you know, foreign, you know, drugs coming from India, coming from South America, you know, into Ghana, all for the purposes of drug trafficking. So Ghana is now being used as a transit hub. Because it is easier then for these drug traffickers to send some of these drugs to Europe and the rest. And I hear that they have seen that we don't really have that kind of strong technology, within our ports. And so it becomes somehow very difficult for you to check. All right. And then this issue about compromise, security compromises. All right. So how come that 2 containers of charcoal, packed with meth, then these things leave Temahabo with all the scanning, machines in there. It gets to Australia before they were able to scan to detect. How?
Maybe because of how they were concealed. Or maybe so they say, if they said it was charcoal, I don't know if they pass everything through those scanning processes. But
probably. Probably. I wouldn't probably say that what you are saying may not be true. But another explanation that has been given is that looking at the way some security services are easily compromised, it's a factor. And then the second thing has to do with the fact that we don't really have that kind of strong technology that will be able to, detect some of these things. That is why sometimes even, goods that are imported from abroad, sometimes when you go to Tema, they ask you to open up the container and then put everything down for inspection before you load it back into the containers. So I think that it is about time we get some of these technology, high-level technologies in place. I also hear that our water bodies, the kind of the security equipment that we need, to patrol our water bodies and all that. I think Kojo was talking about the MV Benjamin.
Benjamin.
I think that even that case, these drugs they didn't come to the shores of Ghana, but they were on the water bodies of Ghana, where they will use smaller boats to carry them, and then they load them into, a ship, right?
Okay.
And I feel that we have gotten to a place, if we really want to save the image and credibility of this country, we need to invest into some of these technologies, empower, our border patrol, personnel, and probably compensate them very well to the extent that some of these things we can look at it. For me, my concern is not about where the drug is going. My concern is about the effect it is having on our youth.
Okay, all right. Honorable.
Yeah, Kojo, I think that this is a very big concern to all of us. But we all must understand that issues about drug and drug dealing has to do with cartels. And those cartels might even outsmart your systems that you put in place.
Yeah.
Some of them even actually infiltrate your check systems because human beings. And we've all heard about how the world has been struggling with some other parts of the country in terms of these drug dealers. People said that even Mexico has a security issue because the guru of what drug has been killed in recent times. Is that not it? So, and Kojo made a point that I think normally sometimes because they have a lot of traces, right from point one, it is important for you to be able to trace to the last point to make sure that you're able to rope in all those who are involved. But the challenge, like he said, is not even just about what goes out there. It's also about what comes in here. I, as a member of Trade Committee in Parliament, we visited a Ghana Standard Authority. And the information being given out there, what is facing us as a country, we need to be to set up as a people. The porous borders are not just allowing things to move, but what comes in that destroy us here as a people. And I think Doug has pointed to that fact that today our generation is being eaten up by drugs because at our borders you can even see people ride bicycles and sell the unimwritten. On your platform here, I said that if we focus our lens of search on the pharmacies, we will never get this thing right. Today, in schools, everywhere, sometimes the violence we face with, dealing with in schools, it has nothing to do with it's because of drugs. We are not even talking about you investing in your child and taking the child toward the university and seeing at the point that the child is becoming more useless than you. Is there? So this issue about us, clearly, like one time we were in London, I don't want to, and we were actually going to Port Harris to look at something, and I went to ask a man a question. I wanted a direction to it because my internet wasn't working. So when I went to, he didn't want to talk to me. Mm-hmm. Then he said he wouldn't talk to me. I said, why? Then he mentioned that, no, he doesn't talk to people from this country. No, he even mentioned the country. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm not from that country. I'm a Ghanaian. He said, oh, you're a Ghanaian, then I'll talk to you.
I know the country.
I was with this Tobin.
Yeah.
Is that Tobin, the MP? He's
okay.
Agnaso Otum. I was with Tobin. Ask Tobin. We were moving together, and I said, Tobin, you see, did you understand the man? He said, yes. So it means that when we destroy what we have, we are useless out there. Mm. So it's not just me, but all of us as leaders should be able to protect this country jealously. The man said he's not prepared to talk to, and clearly to the extent that now, even when you move and you work hard, you have your money, you want to slot in your card, people don't trust your card. Mm. It's a general problem we should all begin to look at. And like I said, if you look at like money laundering, like drug trafficking, it's of layers. Depending on where your technology is, that's where you stop. If your technology goes to the last point, you are able to chase them to the last point and arrest them. But thankfully, people have been accosted in this. I think that any other jurisdiction has laws. The law should run their full course. Mm. This is a time for us to let individuals bear the brunt of what they do.
208 million is not an easy consignment at all.
Yeah, it's not bad. People are very audacious. People are very audacious. People will tell you that for you to succeed, don't go and do something 1 million, they'll catch you the same crime. Mm. So people tell you. It's just like Galamsey. The more people die, the people go there. Mm. They will even tell you that the ones that collapse and kill about 100 people, that's the time they go to come. That's what they tell you. Sometimes you find it difficult to understand. But that is what it is. It's people who want to make sure that they make riches. And come and convert those kind of riches into other things that we'll all be applauding of. Mm. And if you have a society, like I keep saying, that monetary this thing has become the orientation of our country, everybody will run to look for shortcuts. But it is us who should be able to guide this jealously. And I think that it takes everybody. Otherwise, what is happening now, it's not a good thing. But thankfully, I tried reading, do we know the direct individuals involved? Because those they were mentioning from where about research meant that they were having some descent from British, and they are from Britain and not Ghana. So that's what I'm asking, whether it was like Ghana was a transit point, or the things actually came from Ghana, or what is the truth? I was asking because I tried to see how direct Ghanaians have been linked to, which was very difficult because the people they were mentioning, there about 3 people were arrested already. They are from Britain and not
two Australians.
And not a Ghanaian. So that is why it's difficult for me to be able to link it to our people directly.
Maybe investigation they've not done it.
Maybe they arrested those who are picking it up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So once you are picking it up, right. who said that they followed in Britain? They followed some consignment.
No, they do. Yeah.
So maybe for them,
it's a change.
They just arrested those who came to pick it from the spot. But if they had followed, maybe they would have picked a lot more people.
No, but before even they will be making arrests, they have done the investigation across. They might have done it. Yeah, so it's because, like I said, that it's a
But once they elected the narcotics control here, then it looks like they want to say, okay, this is what we've gotten. Trace back to see those who made the shipment.
Exactly. They will look at it. Maybe they try to, where is it coming from? Have some dropped here? Is it that it originated from here? All those conversations will come. But trust me, when we are able to make sure that we close our borders and put the best of technology, and even though the human being that operates the system, and if you watch this investigative discoveries, you can see the extent to which human beings will go try to smuggle drugs. Others swallow it at the peril of their life. People do worse things. And so it's human and what they choose to be able to come to make riches out of. That's what it is. Okay. You and me who want to go the long route and be able to work hard, get up every 4 a.m., come and sit here, and the people are not prepared for that. They want to hit it once and for all. When they make it, that's it. They come and change the story for you, and you might be dancing towards them. Okay. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But like I said, we can only say that the law, no matter where they are, every jurisdiction has law. The law should be able to take its course and let them see the full rigors of what they have done.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Kojo, I think we need to come together and fight this canker as a nation, because it's our kids. Me, in 3 years' time, God willing, I'll be a senior citizen.
Okay.
And I don't smoke. The only thing I do is to take
a bit of.
I get it. Yeah. I don't smoke. So I have escaped. But what about my kids? Whether they will be able to
withstand it.
This issue, the little research that I've done, shows that the owners, they bought charcoal and they decided to ship it to Australia. Then in the charcoal, these drugs were concealed. And in fact, 2 containers. The 2 containers, maybe it can be about 10 bags of the charcoal that will be containing with this, as against maybe thousands of
the meth.
No, I mean the charcoal, bags of charcoal.
You mean 10 bags of the meth and thousands of charcoal?
Yes. No. Not 10 bags of the meth. I'm saying that maybe 10 bags of charcoal may contain that.
Oh, may. Okay.
May. I am using may.
Okay.
As against thousands of it.
Of charcoal.
Are you getting it? So, in fact, getting it is not an easy thing. You need your scanner to be sharp and all that. But if someone tells you that we don't have a proper scanner in Ghana, it's a lie. We have it. It's a behavioral problem. Someone sitting there may decide to take something into his pocket and then allow it to go. Kojo, I've worked at the airport before, and I know what goes on there. Is it not strange that at the screening point, these narcotic guys are not there? They are standing somewhere when you are passing, then they follow you and then ask you questions. But when you are scanning the bags, for them to be there and then watch, they are not. You see, we need to change things in this country. Aviation security has been trained to do that. That is their work. But if we want us to fight, let us train the narcotic people, the national security people, the BNI people to also be there.
But isn't the system trained such a way that if it gets, say, a cocaine, for example,
yes,
the system will flag it by itself, like an alarm or something?
No. You are, let's say this is your screening point. Then you put your item in the system. You are watching.
Interesting.
Are you getting it? I being maybe the BNI or the narcotic, I'm standing somewhere. So it's you to inform me that, hey, I've detected something. So what about if you take something and they allow it to pass? How will I know? Are you getting the point? So we need to change the system. We need to change it. Why? All these security agencies were here. They are still here. And still, our gold, everything was being smuggled through the airport and other ports. Why is it so? Because one person is standing there. Those who are to enforce it, they are not watching on the screen to see that there's a lot of gold, so let us stop it. So if I decide to come and see you standing here and then bribe my way through, I'm gone. So we need to look at some of these things. I am saying this with passion because, look, like Kojo was saying, my wife came the other time about 3 weeks ago or so. So I met her, we were coming. The lady, I need your passport. I said, my passport.
She's arrived in Ghana already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has finished everything. We've picked our bags coming. Getting to the customs people, then the lady said, he said, why? I'm from Narcotics.
Hey.
If you are from Narcotics, what do you want the passport for? So I went back and then asked the lady, are you an immigration officer? Are you getting it? So I just I dropped my wife. I said, look, you wait for me. Straight. I went to Narcotics headquarters. When I went there, the CEO was not there. The deputies were also not there. But I met a woman, and then I told her, I said, I am telling you this, talk to them. The next time, when it happens again, I will pick a fight against you people, you'll regret it. Because you can't do that. Are you getting it? Unless you suspect that, you took the passport, you just open it and they gave it back. What is the meaning of that? Now, to the issue. When the containers got there, they declare it as a charcoal. Are you getting it? Yeah. So through the design, they suspected that, you see the color of charcoal, and then there is a strange color in it. So they decided to monitor. In fact, huge amount of charcoal. So they were clearing it bit by bit until they got to the point. Then they picked them, did the forensic test, and then it came out that, no, this is the thing. 3 people that were arrested. One is an actress. It's called Emma Hussein from Britain. And then the 2 others in Australia. The bottom line is that after getting that, they said the case does not automatically mean the drugs were produced in Ghana. However, because the shipment originated from Ghana, Ghanaian authorities have begun investigations and are cooperating with the international partners. What are they looking for? How the drugs entered the shipment. Number 2, whether exporters or shipping channel were compromised. Number 3, whether any local facilitator were involved. These things, they need to work towards it. Especially the number 2, whether the shipping channel were compromised. Ghana here, Kojo, things are going on. Until we decide to do the right thing, we always have this kind of shame outside. Are you getting it? Yeah. One person will just look at his or her pocket, take a bribe, and then allow it to go. How do we develop as a nation? Like we were saying, no, I don't want to. Look, Kojo, what he's saying, I got the country that he's referring to. You see, when you meet someone, you are not sure the person is a Ghanaian. You just say, hey, you count 1, 2, 3, up to 15. Do you know the number that you used to get those people? Number 13. I will say 13, you will say 13. Kojo will say 13. Everybody will say 13. But when they get there, you know what they call it? 13. So straight away, you get to know that, no, you are not a Ghanaian. When you get to Europe, that's the immigration officers, they are now using that. So the moment you get to 13, they say, oh, hold on. Sit here. Meanwhile, they are holding our passport. So they say, oh, Ghanaian has done this in abroad. You go there, it's 13 people. You see? So, all said and done, what I want to say is that government of the day should up the game. Especially the narcotic people. They need to. They should not stand at the airport and be telling people, come here, do this and that. No. You see, they need to follow the syndication too. Some of them, well, I don't know how to describe them. I don't know the kind of training they give them. I don't know whether after the training they decide to throw whatever they learned away and they use their own thing and be doing some of these things. Are you getting it? I mean, it's a bit worrying. But Kojo, what I'm saying is that this should be a wake-up call for us. Ghana should not be mentioning all the time in connection with drugs. But they use here. Why are they using here? Because our officers, majority of them are bribable. That's why we don't say excuse me. Are you getting it? Majority of them, I'm not saying all of them, majority of them, they are bribables. Because you can bribe your way through. And this one, you see the cost. It's about $296 million.
Lot money.
So if he decide to give you $200,000, the person will take it fast. It's a go.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
All right.
So we are appealing to the authorities. They should try and then investigate.
Okay.
That's the shipment. If it were compromised, then action must be taken.
Okay.
And then the company should be dealt with severely.
Okay.
And then it should not just be behind the scenes. So they should report to Ghanaians. Let's see, this is what we found, and these are the punishment we are giving to the people.
All right. This one says, this is from my friend. It's called Jones. No, Jones in Jabin Chrome. You know Jabin Chrome?
Jabin Chrome.
You know that? Jabin Chrome is Abra. It's close to Abra.
Oh, okay.
Where the grill.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
He says, please tell Hobson we need him in MPP. He should forget everything and come back.
You don't need him anywhere. You're having such a good show this morning. Why would you lose such a message this morning? Who needs Hobson? He's laying his bed, laying in it.
I just saw it and I felt like I have to let him know. The guy says,
read it after the show. No, nobody needs him in MPP. We are happy. Lay his bed, let him lay in it.
Okay. Interesting. But I also saw this message here. Maybe I should try, because this is about a flooding issue. It says a waterlogged area at Shiashi. Where is Shiashi again? It's Legon, eh?
Before Emmanuel Eye Clinic area, is referred to as Shiashi.
It says near the Tetekwashi Art Gallery is being reclaimed for construction. This is just by the roadside and nobody has complained. Additionally, there is a reclamation ongoing between Pambro Salt and Empire Cement towards Tetegui Junction. The regional minister, assemblies and MPs must answer. Nisoa of Ayarefa.
Sorry, this flooding issue.
Exactly, I'm sure it's because of the flooding.
Yeah, I think that
it's because
he's raising.
It's the right time to make the calls.
Yeah, he's raising the issue.
Who's in charge?
Okay, this one says, let your panelists understand that even though the Black Stars look unsung, but football is played with 3 moments of the game. England is boastful of quality stars. However, our boys will never give them an inch to operate.
That's right.
Once we have observed the style of play of the English team, Black Stars will pull a surprise.
I think he's just reiterating what we said.
Yes, and this is coming from a coach of mine, Coach Agaza.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's a licensed A coach.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he brought this one in. Okay, let's touch on the brouhaha between Sarajo Safo and her brother. We know over the weekend there was an event to sort of swear the brother in as the leader of the Christo Asafo ministry or mission, but he intervened. She intervened, but in the intervention there was some altercation which resulted in the shot of, or there were some gunshots that went out. She got injured. We understand she's been hospitalized, but the brother has also been invited by the police. I mean, this is just what a family dispute they are trying to settle, but it's turning bloody. So where do we move from here? Okay, let me start with Doc. Doc.
Yeah, I think I've followed this for some time because I started part of my media, appearances with Kantanka TV.
Okay.
And I have followed this whole issue. I think that what is happening goes beyond the immediate family conflicts. There is some level of, the extended family conflict in there.
Yeah.
And then the church itself. And I was thinking that probably, Ajua and the brothers could have probably solved this issue amicably. What I hear from the family's end, seems to suggest to me that there's a whole misunderstanding, between the extended family and the immediate family. Again, you see, in the structure of the church, when the leader dies, we need to have a new leader who would assume leadership position before the burial. The burial will take place. And so the brouhaha, one of them had to do with the fact that who was going to succeed, the father.
Yeah.
So even though the father, when he was alive, has suggested that someone else should take over.
Not any of his children?
No. The guy who was
Akufo-Addo.
Akufo-Addo.
That was
what I hear.
Okay.
From the family source, that Akufo-Addo had been selected by the father when he was alive. I don't know how true it is though. And so it sounded as...
Ajosaf also says that the father changed the
lawyer. So I think we can give clarity to that. There was an initial installation by the father. But I think about some time before the man died, he changed the constitution and basically reversed the initial installation. Because yesterday I heard the lawyer on CTFM. Okay. The lawyer is saying that, yes, indeed, there was a time when the Akufo-Addo was the leader of the church. But the man also reversed that, and in the new constitution said that there should be the church should decide which of his male children will be a leader. So there was an initial position where Akufo-Addo, the man has installed him, which is the videos we see on social media. But the man did an amendment to the constitution and said that the church should decide.
So it means that Ajosafo does not come in the picture of succession? No. Because the focus is on the male.
The males, yes.
Okay. So I think that what Kojo has said wasn't. I'm not known about.
The lawyer was on radio yesterday explaining.
Basically, that was what I heard was a kind of confusion. I think that the church should have organized this in such a way that, security on the day would have been tight. I know that the Apostle Kojo Safo installations, the church and all other businesses, the security in there are people who have been recruited and trained by the church itself. All right.
I think they have a security company.
Sorry?
They have a security company, yeah.
Yeah. So I felt that looking at what was the stories that were emerging, the national security probably who has, that kind of expertise and all that should have taken, over. But until probably the national security is called in, they cannot go there on their own. I felt that information was there, probably for certain people to have taken certain caution, which didn't happen. But Kojo, one thing that I am sorry about, and I was not expecting that it would happen, was that, you see, a man of such caliber, his death, pre-barrier arrangements shouldn't take this form. Yeah. And I think that it is very unfortunate, a failure on the part of his children, his immediate family, and the church in general, for not honoring this man in a way that it will be, violent-free. What has happened, but I think that the truth should come out, and the church and whoever is involved should not conceal any vital information. Once national security, the police service has taken over because of this shooting incident, I think that whoever, is involved should be called to order. The right decision should be taken. The law must take its course, And I also feel that every disagreement between the children and the extended family should be resolved immediately. We don't want to see or hear a second, issue concerning, the Lumba experiences should not be revisited, right? This man is a dignified person, and we don't want anything of the sort to happen. I think that it is somehow good. I wouldn't say that it is good, but it has happened. So what do we do? It is good that this incident has taken place initially, but I am foreseeing probably a worse situation, in future, if there is no intervention, if peace is not restored, if unity is not achieved, then probably future events may be chaotic. And so I think that the immediate family and the extended family should come together.
Okay, all right.
To solve this.
Thank you.
Well, Kojo, I think that whatever we say here, we know this is more of a family feud. One time in my schooling days, I was with one Islamic cleric, and he asked me of my visions, what I want to do. And he ended up telling me something. He said, once you are born into this world, do whatever that will be in favor of the society. Train your children, work for them, but there's one thing I want to leave with you. The sleepless night you have, the hard work you do, all that you do to give comfort to your children. If you are not a lucky person, when you die, they will fight to split what you have gathered. And I think that example is out there. Because if it's about education, I am sure he has given them the best of education.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Today, the conversation we are having is not what they have created. It's what he has created and lying in the cold room. That's the reality of life.
Could a will have solved this?
Probably. But afterwards, people fight.
But you can't will institutions.
Okay.
Even afterwards, people fight.
But you can't will institutions. That's where the problem is. What is being fought over is institutions. You cannot will an institution.
Okay.
So you see, so the point is that all that we are talking about is still about what the man created. And there's this famous quote that will say that hard times create strong men create good times create weak men men will create hard times. They've gone full cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
They've gone full cycle, and it's unfortunate. But let's not also forget that these are brothers and family, blood people who are pointing guns at themselves. Joseph could have been dead. To me, I think that whatever it will take, if they are dealing with the criminal aspect, that's what they can deal with. But whatever it will take to make sure that they dignify their father, who once have lived a life worthy of emulation, they should do that. And like I think in our the earlier conversation, Kojo said something. Trust me, if this is the way things will move, I am sure in the next 10 years, the whole empire will collapse.
And we will not have trouble in this generation.
The whole empire will collapse. I was thinking by now they should have been partnering with some kind of multinational company to come and let's see the way they are trying to break through in the automobile industry. That's what I should be seeing, not this. I think there's no much to comment on this, but to pray for them.
Okay, all right.
Kojo,
yeah.
It's just unfortunate that a powerful man like Apostle Kojo Safo, I was speaking to one a spiritual pastor.
Well, are there pastors who are not spiritual?
No, they have spiritual churches.
No, he means...
You know, we have Orthodox, we have Charismatic, we have spiritual. Those, you know, Ajoatafo's father
is a spiritual church.
Yes.
Okay.
And the whole of Africa, he was the president.
Oh, okay.
Whole of Africa. No spiritual person on the soil of Africa that will not bow to Safo Kantanga.
Okay. He was the president of the Africa.
The whole Africa.
Oh, okay.
Nobody anywhere will see him and will not bow. That was the man. And someone told me that man, if leaders of this country were to see him and see him well, he could have blessed a lot of them. But people didn't know. This happening, I think we should not make it a public discussion like what happened during Lumba. We should not do that. Because we are in the panel, that's why I will say something small. I will not discuss it. I will not say this is right, this is wrong. I will not do that. All I will say is that the family should come together. The authorities, the police, make sure you also do something that will bring peace. Are you getting it? Now, there is a problem, an accident. The guy has been invited. Alain was detained yesterday.
But the gunshot, is that what you're describing as an accident?
You see?
The gunshot.
It's an accident. Is it not an accident?
But if something is deliberate...
Were you there to see whether it's deliberate or not?
All right. Oh, that's true. I wasn't there. You had a good question. I wasn't there.
I was not there. So how can I say that is a deliberate?
I wasn't there.
Cannot.
So, okay.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
From the pieces of information we are hearing, that's why I say I don't want to say this or that. Are you getting it? The police will make sure that they settle it. Let us have a dignified funeral for the man. After that, if there will be any action, they take it. Because if you decide to keep one person or throw him in jail before the funeral, I can tell you that what will happen, we cannot quench it. So let us use the system. Now that you've invited him, let us try water down the whole tension and make sure they have a successful funeral. And then we take it from there. Once that one is done, I don't think there will be this coca again. Are you getting it? Now, some are saying they don't even know where the dead body is. They don't even know the actual morgue that is in, and all those kind of things. So, Kojo, I will not go further. All I will say is that we have elders in the family. When someone dies, the cause belongs to the family, not the children. So family should take over and organize a befitting funeral for the man. If they leave it to the children, things that we see in this country, we'll all live to regret. And others, we are appealing to you. Don't do things that will scare people from attending the funeral. Someone told me the day where they will bury the man, there will be some kind of crack, a little quick there, and there will be a crack. When it happens, get some of the soil, you are gone. Oh yeah. So I am praying that, like this man will be buried quietly, so that we see that sign. Then we'll go and fetch some of the son. Hey, you are fighting.
He has changed the conversation. What are you talking about?
You don't understand. But people understand. You don't understand.
Okay.
But people understand it. Are you getting it?
That is fine.
So we are appealing to them. They should bury the man in peace. So that at least family, elders in the family take charge, call the children and then talk to them. Let them know that, yes, you are the elders in the family. That's all.
Okay.
But Hobson, it's difficult. You see, everything that is happening, some of us have been listening in the media space. There's been an interview or press conference by the family setting a date for the man's funeral.
Yeah.
And the children, led by Honorable Adjo, also did a press conference and set a date.
I wasn't Akofena part of those children.
No, Akofena was part of the family. When the family did the announcement, Akofena was seated there. When Adjo them did their press conference, Akofena was not there. So Akofena is part of the family that did the press conference, which is next week. The burial for the man is supposed to be next week, according to the family.
And they don't have the
burial for the man, according to Adjo and the other siblings, is supposed to be 31st July or something. Right?
Oh, wow.
The minute I saw that, I called a few people I know and said, look, can you guys please talk to Adjo and try and help resolve this problem? Because I foresaw a problem. I called, those who are watching that I called them, will tell you that, yes, Kojo called. I called a few people that, look, please, try and talk, because I foresaw a problem. In our culture, may his soul rest in peace, but the man is an Ashanti. Ashanti, we are maternal. The courts have ruled over and over and over and over and said that when someone dies, the body belongs to the maternal family.
Not even a paternal.
Ashanti.
Maternal, Ashanti. So that's for Akana.
That's why I said that. I said the man is an Ashanti.
He's from Asunya.
He is an Ashanti. So his body.
Both parents.
Yeah.
I just want to.
I don't know, but maternal.
If both parents from Ashanti, no problem.
No.
Yes,
if the mother is Ashanti, he's Ashanti.
If the father is from Ayube, is Ayube.
No, it's
No. Yes.
Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point?
I have an example. My father, half of my siblings, their mother is Ever.
Yes.
But because the Evers are paternal, those siblings of mine, they belong to my father's family.
Well, that's fine. But
because
he's an Ashanti.
That's the one.
He's from the Bekwai area.
If both parents are from Ashanti,
so
no problem.
The body and the course of root and culture, it is, you said it, that is the family that organizes funerals when your father dies. You're the child. You sit and listen.
I thought they said Mkodane see Eja.
No, you only buy the casket.
Even in my culture, especially when your father dies, is the family. It is your mother that they give you.
Yes, they give you some. Yes,
some distance. It's your mother.
It is your mother that they give you some leeway. But your father, you just go and listen to what the family is discussing, and they will tell you what the children will do. The first one tells them, you guys have to buy the casket. That's the obligation of the family. So you see, there are two issues that is being played out here. There's an issue to do with the church. The church is not the man's private institution. It's a registered organization. And from the lawyer yesterday, they have all the institutions, they have all the committees. It is registered by guarantee with the Registrar General. It's not a small church. And the man put in place a lot of issues, especially when he amended the constitution lately, where he now said that, look, do this for the succession. So the lawyer said they have a succession committee.
Okay.
The succession committee wrote to all the three children. And
there are three.
That's what the lawyer is saying.
Male.
Yes, three male children. Wrote to them. The church succession committee has gone through their processes and they have chosen somebody. Now,
that's Akofena.
That's Akofena, yes. They've chosen Akofena. Okay. That's the one that they went ahead and did the installation.
Yeah.
If anybody else have a problem, I heard there was a court injunction or something like that and all that, right? And the lawyer said he's heard it in social media, but they've not been served.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm saying that there are two issues that people keep mingling into two. The children and the issue going around the social media. That issue has got nothing to do with the church processes, because the church is an institution that they have their own internal process to elect a leader. I've heard one of the children say that the children decided that after they bury their father, then they will now decide who succeeds their father. You as a child, you don't have that right to say that. The church is an institution governed by its own rules. They will decide that. Then the family, which is the maternal family of Sofo Katanka, will decide, Apostle Sofo Katanka will decide the burial processes, not the children.
Yeah.
You see, so I just think that you said the police can't do that. I think there are big men in this country, right? They should sit everybody down and let's resolve this matter. It's not the police to do that. The police can only...
The police side is that...
the criminal aspect that came... Yeah, that one, it can be... It can be what? But I'm saying that, look, for nothing at all, the president has a stake because Apostle Sofo Katanka is a national figure. The Lumba issue, we left it and it became Team Legal Wife and this. When me at home, I had a problem because depending on which side your wife takes, now becomes a problem. So everybody was scared. No, but with Apostle Sofo Katanka, there is no Team Legal Wife and everything. Because maybe Mahama will take a stand and the Lodina is Team Legal Wife, then becomes a problem. I'm just saying, right? That one, we left it and we didn't do the needful. I honestly thought that the passion we have for Lumba, elder people in this country should have put their foot down and not let the Lumba thing go to where it got to. I think Nana Otumfo said, Waba, he traveled, right?
Yeah, he's back.
And he's back. And I think it's something that if the elders will take part of it from Menchia or the president will take it up. So, Apostle was a big man. I don't think we should go down that rabbit hole, right? So I think it's either Menchia or the Jubilee House should put their feet down and resolve this matter.
Yesterday, someone told us that the leadership of the House intervened for Adjasafo to get them required medical attention. So I'm sure, as you are saying, once the leadership of Parliament have taken that, it means the President can also then look at the bigger
because it's very important. Yeah. Because you see, me, like I said, when I saw the two press conferences, I knew there was a problem. I knew there was a problem because the minute the family and one child on one side, children on one side start doing that, I knew there was, and this is where we've got into, right? There's been gunshots, there's all these issues. The tradition authority, which for me, I mean, it can be Gamanche, it can be Menchia, but I'm thinking since he's an Ashanti, Menchia should step in. Agogo Hine normally would have been Agogo Hine, who is the bigger chief in the... Asumnya Hine is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's actually from that tradition.
From Asumnya? Okay. So...
One thing I will applaud the Minister of Interior is the suspension of the license of the private security organization. And I think in the papers,
they've done that.
And Adam Bona was saying no private security. You see, we should not go that way. Once we're giving them license, let's find a way of training them. Are you getting it? If they need to go through the military training and then how to shoot, because you are a security person, I have hired you to be at my place. You don't have gun. And robbers come with their AK-47. How are you going to defend them?
Right,
so they need to look at that aspect and make sure they train them and then they give them a licensed weapon and not to just use it anyhow.
All right. Yeah. Now, this one from Master Planner Junior, policy analyst in Kintampo says, when the free SHS was introduced in 2017, some CSOs and some opposition parties were of the view that many parents are rich and can take care of their children. Hence, no need for government to use our taxpayers' monies in paying their fees. Where are those CSOs and political parties? This is the right time to tell the Ministry of Education and President Mahama. Fantastic. Good morning. Okay.
That was said by the former finance minister.
Kintampo, yeah. This is Master Planner Junior. Policy. My friend Blueprints, writing from Iskadu Keten, says, we were promised a 24-hour economy, 1-3 shift, and better conditions of service. We voted. Instead, we got higher utility tariffs and more hardship. Promises made, promises broken. 2028 is our only hope now because this government has failed us. Hopes and come home. Kojo Poku is being solid and fantastic this morning.
No, this is the text message that Kojo should have condemned.
Which one?
Because it's completely out of context.
No, the should come.
No, about we voted for what?
Which home is he talking about?
That's why they're condemned.
I tell you
but yesterday, but PULC increased tariffs yesterday.
Okay, so let's move on to UTAG. UTAG says they are going to go on strike.
UTAG, how?
Because
Doctor, you sat here and said it will not happen.
No, they are going to go on strike.
You said it was going to happen.
Yeah. Oh. No, let's hear you. I mean, government says inflation is down. Or it's not what government says. Inflation is down.
But why you can't
interest rates are down. A lot of things are working positively in the economy. But you say you're going on strike. Why?
Oh, yes.
When?
You know, I've always argued that, you know, the inflations and all the macroeconomic indicators, which are solid, seeing it on the books, you go to the market and we are not seeing that effect. And it is very important that, you know, unions, worker unions, you know, the government should look at. You see, I think about 2 weeks ago and even last week, I sat and said that UTAG may be going on strike, right? And then Honorable was saying that we shouldn't go. Basically, we have about 4 or 5 grievances. Some of them have been on the table for more than 2 years. And we feel that Fair Wages and Salary Commission, we feel that the National Labour Commission, GTEC, is not dealing with us, you know, fairly. The recent one, there were 2 issues recently. The book and research rate had over-delayed. And so on the first day that I said it here, we got the release. It came, the rate came. But the second one, you know, our conditions of service had expired, you know, and so we needed to go onto the negotiation table with Fair Wages and Salary Commission. And then we heard that President had said that there wasn't going to be any form of negotiation this year because of the independent emolument, you know, commission's work. But like you rightly said, certain conditions that, you know, is gradually eroding, you know, the salaries of workers, and for that matter, members of UTAG. We felt that we had a case. Our conditions of service had expired, and we cannot be worse off.
So when did it expire? For what was the duration of your conditions of service?
2 years.
Oh, 2 years, okay.
Yes.
So every 2 years you negotiate?
We negotiate.
Okay.
So,
I mean, conditions change in the economy.
But 2 years is too short.
Oh.
Hey.
It's too short.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
So we had a discussion with Fair Wages, and then we forth and back, we agreed on something. So what we agreed on, we were waiting, you know, for documents to be presented for, you know, signing. Apparently, it has stalled. Anytime we engage the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission boss, it seems to be in the limbo. And so our members were complaining. So on the just ended, you know, 3rd quarter meeting at home, you know, members were aggrieved. And so it became a very topical issue, you know, and then members agreed that we should stimulate the processes for strike. So as it were, we have written to government, you know, tabling these 4 issues. Okay, the signing of the document between us and Fair Wages and the Ministry of Finance. Then there is a pressing issue about post-retirement, you know, contracts, where, you know, I think that issue came up. We did a press conference, and then the minister, Haruna, asked GTEC to withdraw, which GTEC has done. But we hear that if the institutions write to GTEC, for clearance, it seems to delay the process. The process is too slow that at a point in time, these pensioners, professors who are working, they become a bit disturbed. Psychologically, they are down. And so we are asking that the minister will speak to, again, the boss of GTEC, for all these things, delays in the post-retirement contract should come to an end. Again, we have some universities, the new, especially the new ones, they have unpaid monies, with regards to the online teaching allowances. That one, some of them, it has delayed for more than 2 years. Okay. There are two components. Government pays a component, and then the universities also pay component. Some universities, the government has not paid its component for more than 2 years. And then others to the universities are yet to pay. We took the matter to the National Labour Commission, and National Labour Commission ruled on that. Some of the letters are here. As at now, it has not, those universities are yet to receive. And then the last one has to do with the salary arrears owed to some big universities. I think last week I mentioned UCC, University of Ghana, and then KNUST. People believe that...
So try and wrap up.
Yes.
For me because of
the process is being delayed unduly, and it is not fair to them. And so we even hear that some of them, they pay 3 months, and then if you have a 1 year arrears, the 3 months is what is paid you. The rest, you are not even sure whether it will come or it will not come. And so these are some of the grievances.
They've resolved.
Yes.
They're going.
Yes. So I feel that
the part of universities they've not paid, right?
Sorry?
The part that university is supposed to pay.
Yes,
they've also not paid.
The online, yes.
They've also not paid.
In some universities, government has not paid.
So when you strike against the university or who?
No. That's what I'm saying. Those universities that are supposed, the ones that the universities are supposed to be paying, the universities don't have the capacity. They don't have the financial muscle to do that. I mean, when you take a university like UNEL, in Sunyani, University for Environment and Natural Resources, that's a small
university. Relatively.
IGF is very small, okay? And so they don't have the capacity to pay. And so we took the matter to National Labour Commission, to discuss. And then National Labour Commission, resolved that government for now
has paid
that component.
That of UNE, or the smaller universities?
The smaller universities don't have that capacity.
Why are you shifting the responsibility of the university to government? I just want to understand.
But they've said that. He said here.
Listen, it's a responsibility of the university to
but he said here, what you used to pay is
when we were
people are paying fees.
Let me answer.
Yes.
University is making money out of that. It's your responsibility.
That money doesn't come to us.
Huh?
That money doesn't come to us.
So which one?
The fees that we take, it goes to government chest. It is not our money. That is why we use IGF, for school maintenance.
How do you generate your IGF?
So the IGF, we run certain courses. And programs. Okay, which gives us some money. All right. And then sometimes even when you need money, you need to go to Parliament.
Thank you.
For certain discussions. Then they give you a component of the fees. Okay, so that is what we do.
Okay.
All right.
So 30th June, if nothing changes, you're going to
exactly.
strike. Okay.
So, Kojo, I think 30th June is an important calendar on an African continent.
Okay.
Whereas the Dudula group in South Africa are asking all other African nationals to
go back.
to leave their country on 30th June.
Go back.
Go back.
Go back. Go back.
Because they are taking their jobs. You tag is telling government on 30th June, we are giving you your wealth.
Okay, so take back. Take back.
You are going to tell government and take back your wealth.
South Africa did so, and now they are coming back home.
Are you trying to now accuse UTAC of the
No, Kojo, I'm just going to statement. That's on the lighter note, though. But I think that clearly it brings to fore issues that have been on the table for discussion for some time now. I am sure this conversation started somewhere in 2024, right? I think the conclusion was even at 2024, right?
Oh, no.
Was it earlier than that?
Which of them?
No, you have a lot. Because
yes,
even it's a process. Because you are not segregating what to go on. You are adding everything. So even if I pick one point and talk
apart from the signing, okay, and then the how do you call it? The post-retirement contract.
Yes.
Okay. The other two days back about 2 years.
2 years. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Because the other reports I saw this was, so it's a conversation that we should all be looking at. And anything that borders on welfare, at least you cannot rubbish it. But you can also fix that on the realities on the ground. But trust me, like I said, we are also picking these snippets of information. We are informing the Minister of Education. And as a person that he is, I know he will give you and listen here, but you will come to compromise at the table. So that together we'll be able to. It's Ghana we are building.
Yeah.
And nobody is switching, will deliberately switch in a particular group of people. Like, for me, I always have this sentiment, like, they tell you are an MP or a politician. People think that all the things are given to a person. You too, the politician or the MP, you go in and think that if you were a CEO, it would have been better. You see, we have that sentiment. So, but all the same, we are all working at various corners to make things better. Yeah. So I believe that once this thing has come to the notice again publicly, the Minister of Education, Honorable Harry Dusu, we all know him. At the time when he was at the Labour and Relation, he did very well. He's going once again to engage the stakeholders with candidness so that together they can come to an amicable solution. We are moving from family problems to the national problems. So we'll try to handle all so that together we'll move the country forward. I think, Kojo, that's what I would just say.
Okay, all right. So, Kojo Poko, okay, let me come to you. But just 1 minute, and then we can wrap up.
Doc, I think it is your right to strike. It's part of your democratic right. But at times, the timing, I mean, if you want government to work on some of these issues which are critical, maybe you give 2 weeks deadline. That in 2 weeks' time, if you don't hear anything.
Director, for the past 3 weeks, I keep
let me just.
Sorry to cut you. For the past 3 weeks, I keep saying it. Mm-hmm. And it is because I was giving signal. You know why? I am part of some of these discussions, right? So I am always mandated, to
give signal.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You I'm okay with that. You see, I am of the view that this important issue that you want to have a response to, at least maybe give government a notice of maybe 2-3 months. When it gets to that point, and then you decide to strike, everybody will be backing you. Are you getting it? But if the time is too short, then people may term it like...
we have actually engaged government extensively.
All the things that we were saying, that of the GTech, universities themselves as authority, and then government. Are you getting it? Now, why should GTech's this becomes the whole burden of the nation? University, you are supposed to take care of your this, you are not taking care of.
No, but government gives subvention to universities.
No, but does it mean it doesn't go?
But it goes. It goes. The GTech issue.
But he's saying that some of the schools are, look, you cut your coat according to your size. Are you getting?
Who should cut their coat according to your size?
If Legon can pay,
should cut their coat?
Listen, if Legon can pay, UCC can pay, where he is, Winneba can pay, why others cannot pay?
They are big
They are
universities.
small universities.
So it should,
you see, so they shouldn't have lectures.
You see?
So they shouldn't have professors.
Not that.
So what are you saying?
Not that. Are you telling me they don't have any IGF? Are you telling me that?
He says they have, but it's small.
What? Small in what sense?
Oh, my brother. What are you?
Have you gone through their?
Okay, so have you gone? So let me make
No.
Anyway,
Have you gone through their books? I am saying that
numbers.
Joy multimedia. Asempa FS program should not be the burden of Joy News.
It shouldn't. That's not the same thing, though.
Are you getting it?
No, but it's not joint, but it's a burden of multimedia.
I know, but I'm saying that your management here at Joy News, if maybe Adom is lacking something, why should he be your...
But what they are saying, they are not charging other universities. They are charging the mother company, Ghana government.
Oh. My brother,
you don't get it.
Maybe we get it, pa. You are trying to make
no.
Bro, my bro.
Kojo, wait. If you are in government, if you are in government and they are saying this, will you say
yes? Because they cannot pay. Bro, listen. The government has agreed. It's not like government is fighting it. Government has agreed to absorb. Government agreed to absorb. It's not like now that they're asking government to, and government is saying I don't have money. Government has agreed. Government has agreed that the lower universities they will absorb.
When they went to arbitration, they say government should absorb. Has government agreed to absorb it?
Oh yes.
Long ago. Oh, my brother. This is not the one conversation. Can I make my submission?
Why? Why is it taking light in this? You want us to go on strike?
I don't want them to go on strike. All I'm saying is that
we have our kids in school. We don't want them to suffer.
Director, this is an allowance that has been paid for the past 5 years.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. And then some other universities, they don't really have that much.
We don't have a lot of time, gentlemen.
Let's move. My brother, when he was started off by saying, he tried to bring in the 2024. He's looking for a window to now make it look like I'm your man. But you see, you only did that. 2024, trying to now bring people's idea that it wasn't this government's doing. There was a government ago. There was a government before. We agree. Yeah. But you see, you inherited. Everything you inherit, you deal with it. Prof, the only problem you guys will have is that the government is not admitting that it doesn't have money. You see, in the last budget, I said that this government is the billionaire boys club. Everything you hear them say, 1 billion for this, 1 billion for this, 1 billion for this. Last we found out, they've not been able to give anybody any of the billions they promised. So, Prof, we beg you, they don't have money. And it will be a problem if you guys go on strike and if you don't get your money, you will not come back. It would upset the calendar of the tertiary. So let's find a way. They will not tell you they don't have money. What Akosua doesn't have money. It's the truth. Let's find a way to resolve this matter amicably. Yes, the signing, I think that should be done. If they have not signed, because if they sign, they know they will owe. That's why they refuse to sign, because they don't want to commit to it. But the most important thing is that this government came, overpromised and underdelivered. That's all there is.
You see, even
thank you very much.
Been very generous. Just a minute. We have been very generous because we see when we sat down with the fair wages boss, instead of the effective day or month being January, we agreed to March.
Okay. All right.
You give them a haircut of 2 months.
Sadly.
So take it.
Thank you, gentlemen. Mohammed Bataglia is MP for Sisala East and board member of Tema Oil Refinery. Hopes Nado is director of Field Operations United Party. Kojo Nsafapoko is executive director of INSTEP and a member of the MPP's communications team. Dr. Bernard Tutubuahine is lecturer in political marketing at the University of Education, Winneba. They say they are going to go on strike on the 30th of June.
Go Black Stars.
Let's see. And today, so today, Black Stars is going. So we all say what?
Go Black Stars.
Tama. I'll bet you what's happening there. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Good morning. Please to stay.
It doesn't take much to protect what we love. Sometimes it begins with prevention. Care is not always loud. It is attention, caution, and doing small things right.
Fire safety starts with me, being careful every day.
Good Conduct Great Life is brought to you by
Indomie.
Tastes great.
More Kivo inside, more to share. Kivo Gari Soaking Mix, taste of Ghana.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Through every stage of life, let's go. Some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era. Love was service. The silent statement of love. A forceful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is there.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agri-business Month 2026 under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News. The Joy Agribusiness Month is sponsored by the Ghana Commodity Exchange. Trade, storage, financing, all in one place. That's GCX, powering Africa's commodity market.
Today is the day, you know what I'm saying? What? Okay. This is the spirit. This is how we support the Black Stars today as they take on the Three Lions of England. Okay. So let's hear from you. What's your prediction? What do you have to say about the game? We did this yesterday. Let's do it again. You know, the numbers are on your screen there. Pick them and let's talk together. Yeah. So it's the Black Stars against the Three Lions of England. What's your prediction? What do you think about this game? You know what? What I do know is that we don't joke with our Charlie. One for Kenatambra. Aja. You hit the red. Ya chajama. You hit Ya chaja. Oh, you know what? I do. So what is your kakalika dance this morning? What's your kakalika dance this morning? What's your prayer this morning? Let's hear from you. You know, as for me, okay, so this is me, Ahanta Pele. Let me start today from Ahanta land by going to Takrady. Ruben, good morning. Hello, Ruben.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So today Ghana versus England. I'll call it the same as
Ruben, your line keeps breaking. Hello, Ruben.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ruben, you are saying something.
Yeah, I'm calling from Takrady.
Great.
So today I call this match the state masters versus the state.
Sure.
Since we believe you will score them one goal.
Thank you. So he believes that this is a slave against a slave master, but the slave
master is a slave.
Yes, but the slaves will win by a goal to nil, right? That's what you said.
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Ruben, for joining us. Welcome. You can also join us 030-221-1691, 030-221-1692. Let's hear from you. What's your prediction? Okay. Grace is joining us from the capital city. Hi, Grace. Good morning. Hello, Grace. Hello, Grace. Oh, looks like... Do I have Grace? Grace, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am well, sir. Yourself?
Yes, I'm good. I'm calling from Tomania.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ohipene.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from you.
Good. Before I come out with my prediction, why is the market not showing the game for us? There are no lot of sound and DSTV.
Why is what?
Support for them.
Why is what?
Why is market not showing the World Cup market?
Oh, we show on Joy Prime and Adom TV.
So does it mean to come on Multi TV today?
Yes, Joy Prime will show it. Adom TV will show it.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
We are winning 2-1.
I am with you, sir. Good. That's his prediction now. Let me say good morning to my brother, Cedric Kwamina Brace of CBG. Kwamina, Majidra BBI Boko. Now there you kakalika dancing of CBG. Hi, Adam. Good morning. Thanks for joining us from Ernest. Thanks for joining us from Kumasi. Good morning, Ernest.
How are you?
I am fantastic.
Oh, today Ghana will score England.
Great.
And you will score 2-0. First part, you will get the target.
Okay.
And the second one, you will get
Solid. I'm with you, you know. So that's Enes there. That's his prediction. We'll score England by 2-0. What is your take as well? Let's hear from you. Call us and let's... okay. Let me have the name again. Hi, good morning. Miniford, good morning. Hello, Miniford, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Great. Let me hear from you, sir. What's your prediction?
Yeah. Today the match is going to be fair, but I'll be happy to see Benjamin the coach, and I think Ghana on how he's very confident with
Okay. All right. I think Benjamin Asare will be imposed because Atizigi is injured. So I guess Asare is expected to keep the post today. So let's see how it goes. Where are you watching from? What's your prediction about the Ghana-England game? Let's hear from you. Richard is joining us from Kumasi. Richard, you are our last caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great. I'm well, sir. Let's hear from you.
But I
me ya hantenyi na wanyim da hanta de yene fansifo ne yeben intimate fantino. Yeah.
Okay. I'm predicting 2-1 win for England.
Okay. Yeah, 2-1 against England or for England?
I said I'm predicting 2-1 for England.
Oh, so England will score us 2-1?
Yes.
Oh, I say I will patriotic crowd. I didn't. That's his prediction there anyway. To all of you in CBG who are watching us now, good morning to you. I am told you are watching us, so every staff of CBG watching this morning, good morning. Kwamina, my brother, I say, may share or their usual base. Thank you so much for being a part of us from morning till now. We have a lot to share with you. You know what? There's going to be in-depth analysis, the game plan, what have you, how we will come up against England will be here. So do stay on as the sports team will be taking over from me. My name is Samuel Kojo Brace. They call me Hanem Sibamamze Moya support Black Stars. Near winning there. Good morning.